Everything to say it's going good. Alright, there everything goes. Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Rogue Legacy 2 speedrunning. Today's a cold day. So I ended up taking care of that stuff, trying to keep myself warm, and I did end up being a little late. I always apologize for being late, even if it's only a few minutes. But yeah, so 4 minutes late, that's unacceptable. I'll try and make it up to you, but I do have things I have to do after my runs today and stuff. Anyways, I also asked some people to remind me to try out the duelist during these runs, so we'll probably be seeing some of that. And I think we just get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So yeah, there's been a lot of discussions, and it seems like people are in general agreement that the Barbarian is the worst class. Which is kind of surprising, given that I always use it. Which makes me think that either I'm behind the curve, or there's something that I'm doing that other people don't see. One of the two. I fear that it's the first. I hope it's the latter. Oof. Oh well. Oh my gosh. Alright. As I said, if there's anywhere I want to have a bad time, it's during the tutorial. Okay, I think that because of that, it's actually worthwhile to get that gold, because it's like, congratulations, I lost 2 seconds and got 100 gold from it. So, or 150 gold, yep. So I think generally speaking, that's actually a good idea to do. It's not one of my habits to do. The outside is right there. Wow. That means left and right, this tower is pretty wide. Hey, thanks for the reminder, T-Lore. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to do it this time. You take care of whatever appointment you have to do. Oof. Alright, found the mech. Oof. That's the top that way. I'll probably grab that in just a bit. Nope, we have book right next to it, so we don't even need to. I have no idea, like, what route I would need to get to find Dash. I'm getting a lot of these tight corner maneuvers. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying succeeding at it, I should say. Ooh, this is a really weird map layout. It all ended well for me. It's a really weird map layout. Oh my gosh, I just realized. So I didn't take the time to look at Mindful Line's routes for the new run, the new category. Or, not new category, sorry. He figured out a different route that apparently, using it, he got the new world record. So, check that out sometime. Wow, I'm not doing very well right now. And it's getting worse. There we are. At least that's taken care of, even if this isn't looking very good. It's okay. We already know where Lamech is. Lamech can be beaten with 91 health, so we'll still be fine. And then we just go over. We know where the exit is, so we can go get Echo Kick, which is necessary anyways. And then we'll, yeah, if nothing else, we'll keep our old route. There we are. Let's go beat Lamech. And then we go back to the entrance to go to the towards Axis Mundi. There we are. Wow, my words are hard. Words are hard. Let's just say that. My gosh. Play it safe and yet still about to get hit by that because I was playing it too safe. Yeah. I've just learned that I need to focus on the bosses. Every time I try to get onto a random tangent while facing a boss, it ends badly for me. There we are. Okay, cool. Alright. So, definitely need to consider... So one of the big themes that's the Barbarian's dealing with is it's one of the few classes where you have to stay completely still while attacking. But they reduce the damage. It used to be the highest damage dealer to make up for that. It still is, but it's not as significant anymore. It's not as significant of a difference. Meanwhile, the, what's it called? The time that it takes to act is still just as long. And I think the big theme that everyone, like, noticed, a lot of the enemies, like, specifically the enemies we have to worry about, are... Well, let me put it this way. Nama used to be where I always do the Barbarian, because I could dash around her and just constantly spin to wit around her. She now moves, like, twice as fast. I cannot use the Barbarian on Nama anymore. I cannot use the Barbarian on Nama. Just simple as that. And that's an issue. That's a theme that you don't want to be true. Alright. And, like, I think this is a good direction for the game to go, but as it keeps moving in that direction, the penalty for being immobile while attacking is going to get more and more severe. The way I would describe it is, in Rogue Legacy 1, your character was a soldier, kind of charging in, taking some hits, but giving them out, and kind of managing your way through. In this one, your character feels more like an acrobat. You can dance around enemies, basically never get hit if you're smart about it, but if you get hit, it just wrecks your face in. And the Barbarian, in this game with acrobats, is a soldier. He's built to take the hits and shrug them off, basically. Meanwhile, this is a game of acrobats. This is a game that feeds their balance around your high mobility. And then whenever they attack, they lose all of their mobility. I wonder if I want to... No, I don't. One of the things I could do is go back to the book, enter the Stygian study, and try to start exploring that area. I'm not ready to change my routes just because I heard that it's working out for Mindful Line. I have to actually know what I'm doing myself. I'm not ready to be doing that right now. Off a whim of, hey, I hear this is faster. Which, I mean, it was faster. I can't deny that, but I haven't studied it enough to know, to, like, realize it, you know? Alright. Not how I wanted that to go, but I still at 129 health. Yeah, I will note that at this point, golem heads are fightable. And that last heirloom is acquirable. That is a theme. I'll grab that. Oh my gosh, I keep messing up and down. Oh well. As long as I'm not dying from it. Taking, like, it's not much damage, but it's constantly piling up. Okay, I have an itch that on my nose that I cannot reach right now because of the controller. So that's an issue I have to address, and I cannot allow myself to get hit even once. I have to hope this is an apple. Alright. Ooh, that helped. I think that allows me to take a hit from most enemies. Not all, though. Can I reach? Awesome. Thank you, lanterns. I appreciate your support. Yep, knew you were going to do something like that, so... Oof. Alright. Made it. And with only 61 health, we're going to grab the book right now. Alright. Oof. Alright, so I'm trying to think, like, I know I didn't watch the video of Mindful Lines yet. I did read the comments, and it seems very clear that he goes into the Arcane Hollow at some point pretty early on. I'm just, like, trying to figure out what I can do to assist my times, you know? Alright. Oof. Alright. Just being chill. Just being chill. Keeping it moving. Keeping it going. Keeping it cool. I wanted that to go, but it went. Very least, I'm not losing time off of this. Alright. I believe in my PB, or in the personal best that's compared to, I had the getting the book and this reversed. So just because I gained 40 seconds doesn't exactly mean I gained 40 seconds until... In other words, I'm going to compare to my time once I beat the Void Beasts to figure out where I am comparatively. Ooh, hey Thorza, how's it going, man? How's it going? You very energetic, I could see. Hello there. Ooh. I'm just doing my run. I'm going to try to do Duelist Day, so we're going to, when we get to our lives, I'm going to make sure to pick that up. And we're going to see how well that class feels now. Because some people were talking about it not feeling too good. And like, when I think about it, it's like theoretically it should be one of the better classes, but then again, I don't even bother using it, so either I should be using it, or it's good to note why it's feeling bad. One or the other. Alright. Kept me from dying. From taking any damage at all. If I could take 0 damage during this fight, that would be great. There we are. Bloodborne, you were playing. Bloodborne, that's one of those Dark Souls-like games. Yeah, I gotta get into this Dark Souls franchise stuff. It's something I've really wanted to do, but I just haven't found the time for it. And when I do it, I know I want to commit to it, so it makes it really hard to approach. But definitely a game that I'm interested in getting into. I hear a lot of good things about it, and the way that people say, like, the challenge of it seems like my sort of challenge, so yeah. Let's check this path above real fast. Nope. I did say real fast. Alright, found them all. That was pretty quick. Now I'm gonna try to find, oh. I found a lily. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find Far Shores as a way to heal up, because this is starting to get a little low, a little category I don't want it to be. Ooh. Get out. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I get one shot right now. I don't like that case. I don't like being one shot. Found second lily. And if Far Shores could just be to our right, then we have an amazing generation. Because it's like... So I need to find Far Shores, but then I need to make sure... Whew. I need to make sure I don't die with these lilies in hand. So I'm just going to go to the throne real fast, go through that cutscene, and then I'm going to go back, get a double jump. Alright. Bloodborne has the E to a really good boss, and the theme... Oh, it has more good music. Good to know. I'll make sure... I mean, I say I'm going to check it out later, but, like, honestly, I have something I have to do once I'm done here, so I'm probably going to be focusing on that. But yeah. Let's see. Right now, I am gonna try to stay under this PB. I think yesterday in my final run, I kind of figured out what I was doing wrong with Enoch, and we'll see if respecting Enoch properly is going to make this run do well. Because if I can just... There we are. Alright, there we are. Alright, awesome. Not the fastest room, but got there without getting hit, which means we're doing fine. I have not figured out that VIP Twitch thing. It probably won't take me very long. I probably just have to Google how to make followers VIPs on Twitch. I'm gonna be honest, I have a bunch of things that was low the priority, but I could definitely do it pretty quickly. Remind me between runs. I can actually do it between runs if you're interested in it. Alright. So now all I have to do is beat Nama. And we're back on good pace. Throw. Alright. Keep it moving. Right. Taking some needless risks, but it's working out right now. Ooh. Oh, well, stopped working out. Took a hit before we even got to the hard phase. Dark Souls 3 gives you anxiety. Ugh, that tough of a game or that scary? Either way, I'll figure out eventually when I get to it. Let's see if I angle that. Awesome. Both. Good. Oh boy. I'm not much for scary games, so good to get that warning now. Took some damage on that. Just poor timing on my part, that's all. Yeah. New improved Nama is actually really fun to face, and pretty challenging at that as well. on. Nearly dead. There we are. Whew. Definitely low on health. Definitely an issue I gotta address, but we got through Nama on the first life, which is pretty good. It's not actually super scary, but it can be very unsettling and creepy because you're in like corrupted land. You can see the land crumble, getting worse. And you go to dungeons and swaps, and, like, so it goes on a little lot of uncomfortable places. Plus, it's yeah, it's just like things are falling apart around you. I know if you fall to your death. Like, unsettling, I guess, would be a good describing phrase for that then. I thought I jumped over his head. That's fine. If there's a time to die, it's right as you're entering this area. And not... it's after you beat one boss. Flame barrier? Nope. Yeah, I gotta go with the damage dealer. Gonna really suck against Gone Heads, though. Gonna really suck against Gone Heads. Alright. So we're gonna try out Duelist, because that's what the things I want to try to do. See if Duelist is feeling good or bad or whatever. Alright. Alright, well, it's okay. We just buy here. Oh no, we still have to buy a lot of upgrades in order for the Duelist to be unlocked, because it's level 18. Let's see if I still have enough. Awesome, just enough. Oof. There we are. And some bosses' enemies are just straight up HP Lovecraft and Trevor Henderson monsters. I know about HP Lovecraft. I never knew the name Trevor Henderson. So I'm actually going to try over here because this also had an entrance. So we're going to see how that feels. And yeah, we're going to see how well this class feels, basically. Because I haven't played it in a long time, and some people were saying it feels lackluster, and I just was like, well, it's not that bad, is it? So, let's find out. Oh, I have double jump, by the way. Gotta get used to that. Great mobility there. Hey-o. Get this out of the way now. Glad I went this direction, got this out of the way. Alright. Oh yeah, this character doesn't have any special platforms or anything, so can't shortcut rooms. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, these pipes right here make me feel like you're supposed to get like intentionally supposed to get an additional maneuver option before you get in here, or like it should be possible to. Well, that was bad. That was bad. But we know where that heirloom is, and that's an important thing. All right, we're gonna, as I said. Oh no, that has Grippling Intellect. I didn't realize he has Grippling Intellect. That's gonna kill me instantly, a lot of times. See, I have 112 health. Yeah. I actually do not want to go to the heirloom because I cannot survive those fights. Ugh. But, like, Bloodborne is meant to be scary in, like, Victorian England and everything in that game. Even the music is super unsettling. And straight up also everything is, like, diseased and plagued. Ah, so it's, like, the bubonic era sort of stuff. And therefore, you know what you're getting into. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Only 18 damage per attack? No wonder. Like, I didn't get many damage boosts, but, like, the knight naturally does 30. This guy deals 18 in an attack? What? Yeah, 18 in an attack. Alright, so we're just going to math that out. 18 in a single attack by the duelist. Versus, at this strength level, how much does a knight deal? Oh, aerodynamic. I guess we're going to go more duelist, but we have 3 damage boosts, correct? 6 damage boosts. Okay. 6 damage boosts. We're dealing 18 damage. I'm pretty sure we're dealing less than our actual strength score and damage output. Yeah. Let's go get our heirloom, and then we'll go exploring again. Well, we know for a fact the duelist isn't what I thought was. Oh, now he's doing 37. Okay, 37. That's right, I had crippling intellect. I forget crippling intellect ruins everything about your character. Alright, that's more acceptable damage numbers. What? There's my exit. Okay. Okay. So 34, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. That's the kind of damage I expected. Still below the knight's damage output, but he should be attacking much faster. So, that's what I'm hoping for. Oof. That was not what I expected. But yeah, that's why crippling intellect's a bad talent. Low health, low damage for mana recovery, but then, like, it is actually possible. You become absolutely dependent on your spell is the issue. There we are. Alright, now it's feeling a little better. We're gonna see how this does against bosses. And that will basically be my deciding factor. Oof. But yeah, one of the problems I'm noting now that I'm playing the duelist is all my invincibility frames come from the roll, which means I'm forced to, like, reposition myself. So, like, if I'm not in a good place to get repositioned, it could cause issues. Does happen consistently, though. Gotta appreciate that. Alright, path to the right. Oh my gosh. Whew. Well, at least we got our damage boost, but it cost us all our health. Alright. Can I even get out of here? I'm not sure if I can. And I don't have any of the teleports, so... Yep. I feel like those are just very bad rooms for me, more than it is the duelist's fault, but... Yeah, those are tough rooms. We're gonna just... I committed to being a duelist. Let's see how the duelist plays, just playing it constantly. Some of this might just be rust because I haven't played the duelist in so long, but... Just the way my playstyle has adapted, definitely the duelist doesn't seem to fit for it too well. Definitely an issue I gotta address. Definitely an issue I gotta address. Alright. I think this is the faster route. I should go down once so I have the teleport that has the loading zone already tied in. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the loading zone is just this room right there. Yep, there we are. So now we can start there. Might save some loading time. Oh, the turnaround I was not expecting. Oop. Hey, any tips on how to beat True Enoch? Yeah, so I have I'm gonna have to show you as I play it. It's a lot of just like knowing where you are and adapting to the situation. When you see me play True Enoch, you'll see, and even then, like, I've been having issues with Enoch recently, so I'll have to take care of that too. So generally, when he's doing his jumping move, you can move under him. And when he's doing his move where he charges you, you can jump over and full dash, and you'll get to a safe area. If you jump over and full dash, you'll get to a safe area. So you can usually just, like, dash over the coins and not get hit. But yeah, just kind of be evasive. Always better to be evasive first. Alright. My gosh. So we know we can keep going up to the left, but... all of the rooms are over there in the corner, as far away as they possibly can be from where I am at. Great. At least I know I'm facing. Yep, gotta keep going this way. Oof. I've died so much trying to get here that I've, like, memorized the route without needing the map at all. Alright, this is the part where the map... So I need to go left, and then left again. Okay, that's the safest route. Alright, so we're here. And here's one boss. Let's unlock the others while we have this. So, up and to the left from here. Was not expecting that. That's okay. And now let's get the last one. Up, and just up to the left. Okay. Simple enough. Well, if nothing else, this cartographer mapped it all out for us. So, let's get it done. Actually, now that I think about it, this character of Valkyrie is probably better for Gone Heads than they are for Murmur. Whoop. Ah. Oop. That's why, because I actually have a projectile to deflect. Make that more projectiles to deflect. Problem is, they deal so much damage when they hit you. Oh, that's the one I need to be hitting. Because, yeah, if you can get one Gaunt Head down, the other just comes through time. Fortunately. Oh, that can be deflected as well. Good to know. I wasn't certain. I don't want to take a risk. There we go. One down. And this becomes a lot easier. Oh. There we are. Awesome. Whew. Okay. So now we can do that. We'll go to Gaunt Heads, or we'll go to Murmur. Then we move on to Enoch. And then I can show you just visually how to beat Enoch. But, yeah. Actually, it was faster to reset, but it's okay. I've already moved over. Oof. GG, thank you, man. These Gaunt Heads and Enoch have been an issue for me a lot more than they should be. So, oof. I'm pretty sure at this point, any hit kills me. Like, just with how much damage these guys do. So, usually I give a warning for, like, how bright the destructions are whenever I destroy the orbs here, but this character I don't think could destroy any of the orbs, so... Alright. Oop. There we are. Awesome. Aided cross. Yep. Love these fights, at least right now. Like, I'm sure we'll get better as we progress. Like, by the time of the next patch, I'll be able to just, like, bullet through them. But right now, the focus is just being slow, methodical, and making sure you don't get hit, because a single hit's gonna kill me. There we are. Murmur's done. And so we just pop with his chest and we go face Enoch. Yep, so there is a bit of a delay after you pop this one open. Alright, so now we get to Enoch, and I'm not sure I can do this without getting hit once as the Valkyrie, but we're sure gonna try. We're sure gonna try. But yeah, once we get to the... So Enoch isn't very, like, none of his specific attacks are threatening, but the problem is, A, I die in one hit, and B, sometimes his attacks will pile up on each other, and that's threatening, especially with these little feeds in the corner, because even though those little feeds in the corner deal much less damage, at this point I think they deal enough damage to kill. But yeah, like this attack right here is specifically designed to pile up. I needed to get out of that corner. I didn't know, and I just was like, I'll make a dash for it, and he threw projectiles in my dashing lane, so that's what occurs. Alright. Looks like we're playing another Valkyrie. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, we're basically done with money. We're stuck at level 20 here. Whew. Alright, now that we have the extra health, Enoch should be a lot easier. Enoch should be a lot easier. We should actually be able to beat this time. Assuming I don't do something stupid, which I will note I have been doing stupid things recently, which is leading to why I haven't been getting really good runs yet. The problem with this boss is that it feels super easy, but true is difficult to hit. Ah, so the problem is finding an opening to hit it. Alright, I could help with that. Because, yeah, this boss definitely feels easier than he actually is. Like, he kind of sits there and just sponges damage. And then he throws out these hitboxes that you could see coming from a mile away, but you have to run half a mile to get away from them. Yeah, this boss is basically just knowing an escape route at all times. Because, well, none of the attacks are super threatening. It's a game of don't box me in, you know? If you don't see them closing the box, then it's going to close in on you. So, finish this guy off. Example of the box closing in on you. Perfect example of the box closing in. Alright, get out. Cool. The floating in the air actually caused me to still get hit. Almost there. There we go. Alright. So now we go to True Enoch, and I could show you kind of how I maneuver around this boss. So. Come on. So first, he has this jump attack. I just kind of, so here you can actually just do a full dash over. So this full dash should always make it easy to escape that attack. Here, you can just go under him, and it will. He always jumps at least a certain. He jumps a certain distance forward that actually makes it so that you can always find a slot under him that's safe. So the boss here, you just kind of find that slot and move to it. Here, you jump over and dash right, or dash away from him. Here, the problem is that these are not projectiles at all. You can't even, if you get wind wall, you can't even stop those projectiles. So, like, that's the problem with that attack. Just really hard because you have to avoid him. Alright. And even then, yeah, you'll notice that this boss could probably be optimized to deal more damage during it, but, like, not the safest idea to be trying that. This muscle fibers is actually working really well for me. Kind of messing up my timings a bit, but just making all my maneuvers a lot safer because I could just get out there once I realize I have that extra height. Whew. Yeah, that's the scariest one, because I don't always know where all the projectiles are going to be. I kind of predict it, but I have to keep an eye on where I am, and I don't always see the projectile's explosion radius. Alright. But yeah, that's basically how you find openings to hit that boss. So, Now it's just the process of getting it all properly and taking your time. Because we are facing the boss 60 levels under what it expects you to, you're not going to get the boss very easily. Hey Mindful Line, thank you for dropping by. Same thing as I do. It's like, you're busy, but we're both the two main runners, so glad to have you dropping by, man. Alright. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Look, my split is already kind of grounded, so I'm not really too disappointed. I'm going to be doing another run after this. Yeah. Nope. That's the thing. It looks super easy. This boss is very good at looking easy, but not being easy. Oh, my flame barrier destroyed those projectiles, so I couldn't deflect them. Alright. Enoch is easy when you have a wind wall. Good to know. Definitely this phase of Enoch. Yep. And Flame Barrier, in case you're wondering, is like the best damage source against bosses. And especially with a class that could keep it active for the full time. There we are. Oof. Busy? I just need to go to bed. Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, her real form should be, I don't know, I have no words for that phase. Easy design, yet punishing if you make even small mistakes. Precisely. It's an attrition. It's a fight of attrition, it feels. You're like, the best strategy against that phase is literally to just sit in the corner and not get anywhere near. But is that really how you want to tell the non-speedrunners that that's how you face the boss? By hiding in a corner. Oh, this is not a good corner, by the way. This is a horrible corner. Yep. Well, that was for me going as stupid, staying in the corner when I shouldn't be. Oh well. Let's play a knight. Let's get a knight that doesn't have He has color blindness, which is pretty painful for viewers. Let's try Barbarian for a bit. Let's do a little Barbarian. We're already behind schedule, so let's just do some Barbarian. See if I can get the... Barbarian has a trick when, you know, I need to get practice with that. When you're facing Enoch, when he's doing the running phase, your dash perfectly lines you up with Enoch's movement. So there should be a trick where you just basically use your aerial attacks and just like with a Valkyrie you can pogo off of it, kind of like a DuckTales style theme. And with Barbarian, you could just spin and encircle them, basically. Barely. Missed. So yeah, Barbarian attacks slower, but his attacks deal almost twice as much damage. And given how many people are saying that that Barbarian sucks, I think they just need to bring it back to double the damage of the Knight. Which, I mean, I'd appreciate. I'll say that much. Aw. I mistimed that. Murmur's also a joke if you have Wind Wall. I probably should have been paying attention to the screen I was playing it. But, yeah, it took way too much damage. But yeah, Murmur is also a joke if you have Wind Wall, because... Oh, you can... Yeah. Oh my gosh, you can eat all the projectiles, can't you? You can eat all of Irmer's projectiles, can't you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is going a little south. There we are. Make sure not to lose, lose focus when you do that phase, because the fight is not over, therefore the fight can still injure you. So weird that you get frozen instead of properly. So in case you're wondering, all bosses, instead of getting frozen, should get armor break. But now only false Estuary Enoch has the armor break. Or of the new bosses, at least. Yeah, I stayed in that corner. I shouldn't be staying. You should not be staying in a corner when he's doing that attack. I keep having lapses of judgment. Alright, knight. Finally. Been a while since I could play a knight. Alright, let's keep this sub 1 hour, everyone. Let's keep this sub 1 hour. And then we'll do another one. And we'll try to get 3 in today. Unfortunately, my streams try to be 4 hours long. And at precisely 4 hours, like, I'm going to be closing the stream up, immediately going on into something that I have to do today. So, unfortunately, the stream will not be going for extra time. Ah. Should have just used the shield. Whoop. Well, that ended badly. Okay. That was unintended. That was several unintended. I'm like, this is a safe spot. Yeah, for all of half a second. Alright. I do think Barbarian with double damage of Knight would be too much, as they already have a ton... Right. They already have a ton of HP compared to the Knight. I also think people weigh damage way more than HP. That's fine, Barbarian not very good. Oh, by the way, I think you could get damaged by all bosses after you defeat them. These will only stop after boss defeat text appears. In a boss fight, some orbs can be left behind, which can kill if you're not careful. I know upon killing the Maw, I've fallen in the spikes and haven't taken damage, but perhaps it is until you see the boss defeated text. Huh, that would make sense. I just realized Puritan is actually kind of a bad trait for this boss, because when we get to the true form, the boss has two of its attacks become very similar. You can't really tell the difference until the attack starts going off, because of the Puritanism. I like to believe you can run around that as a way to avoid, but every time I try it, I just get hit from a straight fireball, like so. That should be enough. There we are. Alright, so we got to phase 2 again. But now, because of Puritanism, we actually cannot see, yeah. I think that's actually an issue that, we have yet to address, really. So one of the themes is we've always been saying that, like, these bosses have been a way better than the bosses from the previous entry, because the bosses from the previous entry, all had all those random elements in them, where these ones actually feel like they're controlled. You can manipulate them. And I think, yeah, the reason that that feels so weird is because it's a real random element to a boss. It's like Kadir's random attack projectile cranked up to proper point in the game. So, which would explain why that doesn't feel so good. Alright. Alright, almost there. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I realized as I was doing that fight that I could see your feet. Alright. Thank you very much. Whew. Alright. Well, real time it was over an hour. That is unfortunate. But in-game time, I'm certain it was under. So, let's just check to confirm. 56:41. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So I played with Duelist this time. I'm trying to see if Duelist is good. Because, like, Duelist I always thought was good. And now that has the 2-second... Like, we've been trying with a shield bash, and we knew how broken that was. Duelist is kind of like a weaker shield bash, but on a 1/5 of the duration. So I'm like... I feel like Duelist should be good, but I've been playing it. At the very least, there's a lot more I need to adapt to if I start playing Duelist. But I'm going to basically spend today trying out the Duelist just a lot. If I read the Discord correctly today, some people also dislike Duelist as it gets grounded. So that could be why people dislike Barbarian. So yeah, I think grounded is a cool mechanic. So, Mindful Line, here's kind of my theory. You've sped run Rogue Legacy 1, even if you haven't, like, focused in on it. Rogue Legacy 1, I feel like when you're speedrunning it, you feel more like a soldier kind of fighting your way through. You're going to get hit a few times, but it doesn't matter in the long run because you don't get hit too often, and you're just kind of like cutting through enemies with your raw strength. It's, you know, a soldier going through a dungeon. This one, you feel a lot more like an acrobat going through the dungeon. The dash, the resetting dash, all that sort of maneuverability, you feel like you could dance around enemies and not really worry about getting hit. Because if you get hit, I feel like it just wrecks your face in. Like, you will get destroyed. Like, at the late game, like, 2 hits will often kill you. 3 if you're lucky. Like, I feel like this game is more about mobility than the previous game. And all these additional mobility options really pushes into that. And so the Barbarian's grounded attack is, alright, I forgo my mobility for a moment to get this hard hit. As you're saying, the grounded strikes. I do like that mechanic, but because it's, oh yeah, the Duelist doesn't knock enemies away with the attack, because yeah, that's one of the themes of the Barbarian. Because once it lands the hit, the enemy gets knocked away, so you're safe from that. The Duelist doesn't. Huh. Didn't think about that. But yeah, it's basically the problem with those two classes. I guess that's a good point. That's like, you have to lose some of your mobility to pull off their attacks. So you dance around them, and then you just take a moment to stop and throw out the hit. Then again, trying to think about that. Because definitely with Barbarian, that's why people don't like it. We know that. And I actually, if you're rewarded for finding the opportunity to pause and strike, I'm perfectly fine with it. And, you know, Barbarian is one of my favorite classes because when you get those hits, it's like every single attack is a rewarding attack. But, yeah. With a duelist, I don't know, I just gotta think about this more. I think the words will come out as I keep playing. Alright, only Valkyrie and Knight are able to just walk and hit enemies to move around. Outside of speedrunning, I enjoy duelist. Alright, that's good to know. Oh yeah, now that I think, you're right, because the archer has to pause. The chef can move around. The chef can actually walk around and hit enemies, and it has a good knockback. My two favorite streamers are streaming, so I had to pick one. Alright, you do what you need to do, Cyberbellum. You do what you need to do. You do what you need to do, man. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. You picked. Alright, I'm glad to have you chose me, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. If I may ask who the other streamer is, just out of curiosity more than anything. I'm not, like, trying to get people to, like, go off and do other people's streams, but, like, I'm just curious what sort of things my other viewers watch. Ah, Blinked. I have no idea who that is. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, I was just so certain that I was going to mess that up that I didn't even bother jumping. I was like ready for me to get the knockback so then I could jump. Streams Team Fortress 2, been a fan for a while now. Oh. He has a very small viewer count, but it's like it feels like a blanket to watch him, I guess. Pretty cool, man. Always good to have those. I know everyone, as a person with small viewer count, I'll tell you, every single viewer we appreciate. Every single viewer we appreciate. Alright. Cozy. Awesome. I always wanted to do the comic aesthetic, like with Patient Tadpole and stuff, but then I just kept finding that the games I want to play don't really lend themselves to a very calm aesthetic, you know? And also, like, when I do play games that are more like that, like, I do have other more calm games I'd like to play, I just haven't found a good opportunity to really get into them. Like Hexel's Infinite. And, like, I know what TF2 is, don't worry, you don't have to explain that to me. Well, I guess, yeah, that's a good point. That's, like, it doesn't really have a calm aesthetic, but it is kind of a multiplayer and has... You know what? I just need to get music for this channel. I just need to acquire, like, spend the time to get music that isn't going to get copyright blocked, and just, like, set a vibe that my viewers can get used to. That's all that I'm learning from this. I tried doing it once, so here's the thing. I actually brought in, like, some, what's it called? The Goldman, variations, which is basically, like, Beethoven music. Just really, like, just really relaxing Beethoven music was my idea. But then, even though it specifically is designed to be non-copyright, Twitch didn't like it. Twitch just decided, hey, this is copyright, even though if you go to the channel, they will specifically say, please use our music, because we want the world to have Beethoven, basically. That didn't kill them? Alright, good to know. That doesn't always kill. In my stream, people can vibe on shitty runs or good runs, which are more rare lately. Hey man, but when you get good runs, you get freaking good runs, Mr. World Record Holder. But yeah, I feel like, so a lot of the music that I listen to isn't like music I would want my stream. That's weird, like, I listen to more pump up, game myself into like a fighting stance sort of thing, and then I don't actually fight, is a good way to describe the sort of things I listen to. And that's not exactly what I'd be wanting to try to set as my stream, which kind of weird that the things I enjoy that way aren't... Huh. Gotta consider that. Huh. Why am I not using my shield? I really should just be using my shield for a lot of this. You started picking Knight more often? Alright, have you learned how to shield properly? I mean, it definitely has a 10-second cooldown, so... Not always usable, but... Just curious. Yeah, too many people have been sleeping on the shield, definitely. Every time I hear someone ask, like, why in the world did the Knights get... People... I hear a lot of people in the Discord, like, why in the world did the Knight get, the plus 10 seconds of the cooldown? It seems like overkill. And it's like, overkill. I remember when I was naive. I remember when I didn't know the power of the shield. Apple, thank you. I was about to shield bash, but I had 2 seconds still to cool down. There we are. Hey, Lamech. You had me eat my apple, so be proud of that. Even though you're not going to kill me, you made me eat my apple, and you're going to make me pause to focus on you instead of the stream. So you should be proud of those two things. Because, unfortunately, that's all you're getting from me. That attack right there, the super projectile, like, it seems so ridiculous. Like, they give you all the signals that this area is safe, but if you never see that that area is safe, it seems too ridiculous to try it, you know? Which makes it, like, the most brilliant attack, but also the most, like, insider trick sort of attack. That you can just dodge that like this. But yeah, I've been learning not to face Lamech with dependency on shield anymore, so that should it be on cooldown, I can always maneuver around. There we are. Alright, Lamech's taken care of. That's good. And then, with Lamech done... I still haven't beaten Lamech with level 1. Hey man, just take some time. Just take some time. I see people still fighting, stuff like that. My opinion on using Knight would be food for thought. It's a shame that I will basically use no other classes, at least not on this patch. Yeah. Like, Knight is definitely S tier. I think... So, I think there is... So actually, hold up, Cyberbellum, we actually had a discussion about this with the tier rankings. Like, Knight is definitely the strongest class, but I don't think it's like of a devastating margin. Like, as you say, Knight's S tier, which means you're able to put it on a tier where there's a number ranking. So we talk about so how do I explain this? It's okay, like, I think we all... I don't need to go into the whole tangent of why a perfectly balanced game, A, doesn't often exist, and B, you probably don't want to play. Like, for example, chess isn't even a perfectly balanced game, because whoever goes first versus whoever goes second has the advantage/disadvantage. But, like, even then, like, to make a perfectly balanced game, whatever options you have, they have to have as well. And... even then, like, all the options have to be quite equivalent, and then you just, like, rock, paper, scissors is, a game where everything is equally balanced. That's not exactly... Well, Rock, Paper, Scissors has a certain level where it stops being entertainment. So, without balance, you do want a certain level of balance, though. Because you don't want, like, one thing to just completely break the game open and destroy everything. So, with that, the tier system is usually just designed to get a sense of, oh, this needs stronger than the other, this needs stronger than the other. But it's always the question, to what extent is it stronger? To what derivation? How far away is one, is the power of one from the power of another? Because if it's like, oh, these are basically the same class, but this has one additional attack, well, that additional attack isn't always useful. Yeah, technically it's more powerful, but if that attack's like never used, it's only technically more powerful. Meanwhile, if it's like... I'm having trouble describing this, but... because the main problem is that the way I usually describe it is I use the example of 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm assuming most people here haven't played 3.5 too much. So, while I'm talking about this, people are talking about the assassin just not being as strong as people say it is. I'm gonna... Yeah, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent that's not going anywhere. So... But basically all I'm trying to get at is... I don't really care about tiers unless there's like a significant margin between tier A and tier B, you know? Like, a lot of people do like tier lists, and compared to 3.5 and the extremities it had, everything's S tier. Everything is of the same tier. Versus, like, Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition, there were certain classes that were, as they called it, tier 6, and it was like, if you're playing this, don't allow them to play it. It's a joke class. It was made for the non-player characters to use, so they're not on par with the other players. Like, they have classes that are designed to be worse than other classes, and then some classes that were just designed improperly. Well, that was a few missed timings that all led to that. Alright. Take a moment. Calm myself. Kill the bobfish because they deal too much damage. Nope. Oof. Yeah, once I stop my run, if you guys are interested, I could go into a much more detail of tier list, especially with 3.5, because 3.5 was my first edition, and the tier lists were kind of important, because if you have one character significantly above the other character's tiers, it becomes a very different game. So, yeah, I could go in detail on that, but not while I'm in the middle of a run. Yeah. But yeah, right now there aren't any bad classes, which I think is the significant thing to address. That there's no classes that aren't working properly. There's no classes that aren't working properly. There's no classes that are just, like, strictly worse than another class. Hey. Oh! That was a little lucky on my part. That was good timing on my part there. Alright. Oh. Alright, that was just a mistake. Don't worry, we all have them. Thank you. No mana. Just need to kill how far and this becomes a cakewalk. Or Barrett, sorry. Just need to kill one of them. Alright. Oof. It's just being able to knock away enemies, as I described before, why I put Knight on S tier for speedrunning. If you want to kill enemies, the pros are not really a thing anymore. Assassin isn't as good as people say, but I do think you cannot make a tier list, which is the same for speedrunning as normal play for this game. Definitely. Perfect example of the problem with tier lists for this game, based on speedrunning strats. The chef becomes bottom tier in speedrunning. Not because it's a bad class, but because it's a slow class. And meanwhile, chef is one of the best classes otherwise. I gotta be very careful, because I am very low on health. You know what? Too low on health. Let's go get the book. Why did I go that way? I could have pressed down and got there faster. Yep. So yeah, to be fair, when it comes to speedrunning, it's not really... You just kind of look at what the optimal strategy is for a lot of them. What? You should have more faith in yourself, sir. I'll keep... Alright. I'll have more faith in myself next time. I've been dying a lot to Enoch and stuff. I'm just like... I'm not feeling comfortable with that. I need to get more consistent on Enoch and stuff before I start doing that more consistently. But yeah, I should have more faith in myself, especially with the Kerguelen Plateau. Especially with the Kerguelen Plateau. You are right there. I should have more faith in myself, especially in the Kerguelen Plateau. That's the place where we were doing our thing. Where we were starting these runs, where I was getting strong. But you're right, I should start getting the Kerguelen Plateau more confidence. Like, it makes sense that the new area I still need to properly learn, but... Yeah, not to mention, even if I die in there, all that happens is I just play a new character. I pull out a new character with more power. Yeah, you're right. Like, it's not even unoptimal to die there if that happens. Yeah, I should definitely try to get the double jump before the book. Ah, mistimed it. Oh well. Funny thing is, even my bad runs at like 45 in-game minutes, lol. Also, I learned that Nama's door stays open if you walk into the throne room with 2 flowers. Yes, the moment the door pops open, it stays open. I didn't know you didn't know that prior. My apologies for not telling you sooner. Alright. But yes, that's true. Alright, so now we go first life. Let's see. We have a path left and a path down. Wargs, man. Wargs. Alright. Great. Beautiful. Well, at least we know that's cleared out. But it's kind of weird when you need to go all the way to the right and you start on the left. Oh, thank you, Warg, for committing suicide. Usually I'd say no to that, but... Sir, when you're trying to kill me, I appreciate you doing it. Not making this a murder-suicide. Ah! Ah. Okay. Alright, found one lily. Let's see what down is, since it's close. Second lily. Awesome. Got my 2 lilies found. Technically. That was my highest risk route, having to refine those flowers. Speaking of which, I still need to watch that video. You posted the video of you getting your current world record. I still haven't watched it. I know for a fact it has a different route. You explained that. But I have not seen it yet, so I still have to figure out the route on my own. Or, you know, just watch the freaking video. Just gotta find time. Which, I should have time soon. Like, basically after this. Now just third lily to make it easier. Hey, look at that! Thank you very much for that, comment, Mindful Line, helping me out there. Hey, Vibes, how's it going, man? We're doing well. And we just found Far Shores, heck yes! Alright. So, I like to leverage my health to try to find the maw before, I grab Far Shores. Because I don't die in one hit. I'd rather have as much health as possible when facing the Maw, so let's take advantage of that now. Fortunately, it seems the Maw was in one of those routes over there. Yeah, it's a good run so far, but could go south if I do some stupid things. So just don't be stupid, lol. Very simple solution. It's the implementation where the solution has trouble. Oh, I thought I was on the top. Alright. Gotta be careful. That is the opposite of careful. That is charging straight into an enemy. I just got really nervous, okay? I just like panicked. And then I did not realize the wisps maneuver around like that. That was really weird, and I just panicked and it got me killed. Alright. No rush, Think of Roots is also fun. Yeah. Oof. Oh well. Oh well. We just keep moving, we keep it going, we keep it good. Alright. Watching that hurt my soul. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just staring at myself doing that, like, move. Like, I'm literally saying in my head, move, move, and my hand will not leave the button. My hand will not leave the button. I'm just like, Okay, okay. Oh, there we are. Back in the focus. Back in mind. Let's find the Maw, and then we'll go for all of that. I noticed that you could pretty easily guide those wisps, which is fun for a change. I don't have too much experience with wisps just yet, so I did not figure out how to guide them. Not fast enough, at the very least. Alright. Well. Thanks, Wargs. I appreciate the introduction. Ah, you're joining them. I see. Reminding me my place. Yep, knew it. Alright, Wargs jumping again. I literally called it out, and I still took damage to it. And, like, heavy damage to it. Just see what's over here. Nope. Alright. Lily 1's technically here, if I need it to be. Yep, it's just on that long route. Let's grab this while I can. Just... Oh my god. Well, 1 HP of the dream. 1 HP of the dream. Thank you, Meat, but I don't think your work is going to be done. Not without a brother. Not without a friend. Oh. Don't have double jump yet. Whoop. Alright. I thought there was a wall there for some reason. Here's the wall. Alright, well, it's a good thing I have this Coleus shell, but these guys have shown that they've made a pretty good barricade against me. Whoop. Not Nama. Nama, I'd really appreciate it if you were closer. But since you're really far away, could you at least be in the route I peck first? There you are, Nama. Alright. Let's go get that last lily, and let's go... I'm going to grab the lily first. Alright. Anyways, vibes, Mindful Line, all of you guys, I'm not sure I've asked how you guys have been doing. I've been kind of wrapped up in my runs too much. So, how are you guys all doing? Today was a cool day for me, but other than that, average day's a good day, so therefore, I had a good day. But yeah, how are all of you guys doing? Alright. Oof. Deep breaths, keep it moving, keep it calm. Whoop! There we are. There we are. Didn't take damage, that's the important part. I'm probably doing as good as my runs today, but my workload should be a lot less for a bit after tomorrow. Did you have bad runs today? Sorry to hear that, man. Ugh. Alright, don't worry. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I always taking the longer route of mapping through the grid? Oof. There we are. But yes, in case anyone was wondering, if you have your 2 lilies, once this scene plays here, once this scene plays, Namaz doors are open. You don't have to talk to the doors, you can play that scene, and the Namaz doors are open. Because the inside is resolved. Alright. Oh my gosh. Let's use that. Get out. Maybe if you think about, Shockwave was considered a utility spell because of how important the utility is of knockback. And so they made a spell that's all about knockback because some classes don't have it properly. Huh. Oh, I thought I still... Right, we have the new dash. Once you leave the ground, it's gone. I'd like if I stopped taking damage. That'd be appreciated. Whew. There we are. Awesome. Last shot was just enough. I still have issues with that moment, as I had a bug once where the door was not open even though I had 3 flowers. Oh. Even though that was the start of the Far Shore patch. Oh, yeah. Definitely, there's been a lot of time since then to fix those sort of bugs. But yeah. Sort of sad when a bug kills your run. Alright. Let's see, I did everything else, so we just go into the study. Alright. So, I'm thinking, one of the things I've noticed is I have no... Bounced off the upper wall. Didn't even... Okay. Alright. Thank you, Yorb. Yorb. Not gonna do colorblind while there's people watching. Actually, let's... Aw, didn't have enough. Darn it. Oh well. Sir Gordon the Dead. So, one of the things alright, I'm trying to, like, get the phrasing. I noticed that the Stygian Tiers, the challenge rooms, like, there are items in this game that we haven't really been able to test because it just doesn't come up in the speedrun. I kind of want there to be a new category that kind of focuses on the things that don't show up. So, like, one of the things I was thinking of was, like, Stygian... So it's... We would need the Stygian study stuff? Oh, my gosh. I didn't think the dash was going to go that far. But, like, the 3 things I could think of off the top of my mind that we don't really see are Stygian Tiers, which are challenge rooms. We don't see the fairy chests, because those are also challenges. And we don't see the pizza girl anymore, because it's just, like, unoptimal to just locking down. So, like, I kind of want a run where basically all it is you're trying to get a certain amount of rooms cleared of, like, the challenge rooms and all that stuff. And just, like, get an idea of what's going on. Like, get an idea of what is we're missing. Kind of have a lot more variance, unfortunately, but yeah. You could just do a 100%, but yeah, that would be your world record as a... Yeah, no. In this game, 100% is actually technically in, like... There's a few runes and stuff that are just not really reasonable to get. I guess when that time comes, a 100% would make sense. Because the challenge rooms have all the proper equipment. But yeah, I was just gonna say, like, just 1 Stygian tier per area that's, that they're available. 1 fairy chest per area where they're available. And then just, like, buy the Pizza Girl routes. It would still be a long one, because you'd have to, if you buy the Pizza Girl routes, if you add that in. But it would show us all the other things that we're missing without having to do much more. Oof. There we are. But yeah, definitely I could do 100%. That is a solution. But 100% I'm not sure is beatable yet. Is achievable yet. Also with mastery levels and how things are designed, 100% does not seem that achievable. What would that be? We'd have to, like, put limitations right now, because I don't want to get 1,000 upgrades. Maybe have let's see, it would be called one of each, or something like that, because I might not be able to get leather +1. Like, there's, like, +3s and stuff like that, and, like, rooms also have the multiplicative stuff. So I think it would just be called, like, one of each, so that I don't have to deal with the multiplicity, but yeah. If you leave out mastery and stat boosts, it would be doable but atrocious grind. Oh yeah, by the way, so I'm not sure if you know this, Mindful Line. I have done a 100% in Rogue Legacy 1. One of the important things about it is that the way you get enough money for that run is how do I say this? There's that gambler character that you can use to, like, bet to get a ton of, like, double up your money. And there's a way to know where the gambling is going to... Oh, you did one too? Jeez. Alright, so I was always flashing warning these things when they break. When I shout, these things are going to break and make really loud, really large flashes. But I haven't needed it yet. But when I need it, the flashing from these red orbs is going to be atrocious. Or I could just take a bajillion damage. That's also an option. Alright, don't be stupid anymore. I don't have the right to be stupid anymore. Alright, just... Alright, so, you basically, in that, there's a person that you can use to, basically double your certain amount of money, and you can, use that plus, you could basically use that multiple times to rack up a ton of gold, and that's how you get enough money for those speedruns, for the 100% records. Because otherwise, you just cannot get enough gold fast enough. So, here's the thing. That element doesn't exist yet, so until there's that element, you can't really, like, going for 100% in this game, as you were saying, it's atrocious. Alright, fastest way is actually just to warp back to the entrance and go left. Are there any plans to change that flash? I would assume they would. I mean, I bring it up on every single one of my runs. I know at least Reti, one of the developers, watches my runs. So chances are they do have a plan. They just haven't implemented it yet. Alright. Let's see if I can do a perfect Gom Heads. Because one hit kills me. And also I don't have Shout. That was a little lucky. Alright. Wait, you have developers watch your runs? I know Reti once commented, like, I saw it live, good job. So, he's never commented in the chat or anything, but Reti did say he watched my runs before. So, yeah. Alright. I did say I'm going to try the Duelist. Let's try the Duelist on a boss fight. Let's see how that pans out. If it pans out poorly, then we know the Duelist is having issues. Alright. Hooray for Duelist, yes. So, a lot of people in the chat have been saying that Duelist feels a little lackluster, and something about the grounded attacks and stuff. And I'm just going to try it out, basically. I want to make an opinion on that, but making an uninformed opinion is a bad idea. As many would guess. Except for the people who make uninformed opinions. They haven't realized that yet. Though I'm not sure they recognize that they're in that category. I mean... It feels like this is just me doing the run, doing it over again, and not really anything about the duelist right here, but just general skill. Alright, its attack speed is great, I'll say that much. But yeah, the no knockback, or the limited knockback at the very least, is hurting. I can feel the pain. Yeah, he can attack pretty fast. There we are. Yeah, I know the roll has a quick cooldown. It's just, wow. Like, I guess one of the things is, when you can't always choose your character, you can't always adapt to the fast cooldowns and stuff like that. Like, if one of those things... But yeah, the damage output seems fine. Damage output seems fine. I'll say that much. Oof. I'm just like... One of the things is, if you have to, like, make a huge adaptation to your playstyle with each character, it sometimes makes it harder to put in the run. Like, until they... I feel like we're not going to be able to make really solid opinions on each of the classes until they implement a theme where I can basically guarantee I get the class and just run through the entire game with it. Which I know they have some plan, but not sure what that plan is precisely. Let's try Enoch. If Enoch is very easy as a duelist, we know that this is good. Oh! I just realized. I can just, like, bounce off heads and stuff and still be fine with duelist stuff. Yeah, the only thing that I could think of that if they would improve the duelist, like that they can really do, is make it so that when you roll through an enemy, it has like a condition on them, like armor break or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of. I'm not sure I don't think it needs it. Like, unless you want to make this the damage dealing class. Yeah, it might be OP, and that's the whole thing why I didn't, like, not sure they need it. Like, but also, like, moves, like, one of the things is that duelist roll is just an additional thing in its tool set. It's not really part of the duelist. Is how, like, how do I explain it? The weapon and the, roll are just two separate entities. And it's not like one is weaker to balance out the strong here, or at least I don't think that's the intent. Oh, rolled the wrong way. Got heavily punished for it. As one should be when they make a mistake that big. Yeah, no, the duelist is feeling fine. I mean, you just saw me get no hits on the first phase of Nama. You do have to, like, be careful where you end your roll and stuff, but, like, I think it's fine. Yeah, its damage is fine. It seems like a good class. I don't really have an opinion. That extra armor break seems unnecessary, as you were saying. Hey man, I'm in the middle of the final boss, so I can't exactly talk right now. But I'll make sure to read out all the chat once I die or once it dies. Whichever comes first. Hopefully the latter. So close. Come on. Just... I was like, get the guts, just strike at it, kill. Okay. A little behind PB, but that's fine. Alright. Oh, did I accidentally call it Nama sometimes? My apologies. Alright. Today I learned that Enoch equals Nama. By the way, hey Kraken Style, nice to have you in the stream. Oh, hope you're enjoying it. How's your day been going? Alright. 40-35. Yep. I just typed one hit as you took the second one. That's funny. Oh well. Oh well. Well, hey, we got a good time still. Alright. Whew. Well, let's just go... Well, a glass of water? Well, I'll take my leave now. Good luck on your next run. Thank you very much, Mindful Line. Thank you for staying for the full run, man. You get your rest. You get things ready for what you need to do. It's going well. Glad to hear, Kraken Style. Glad to hear. We're just continuing our runs. We've been having a bit of an issue with Enoch, and I've been trying to like get over that hurdle, but it seems like we're getting over it. My biomes are there in the game, so let's see. There's the castle, there's Axis Mundi, there's Kerguelen Plateau, there's Stygian Hollow, and there's going to be 2 more added later that we are certain of. So there's 4 currently, and going to be at least 6 when the game is fully released. So yes, in case you're wondering, it's as big as the original game already, and it's getting bigger. Getting over it with help from the Duelist. Not going to deny that. The Duelist did feel really good. The Duelist did feel really good during that fight. I can't deny that, Sirebellum. Thank you very much. In case the 2 of you guys are wondering, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so I'm reading both comments at the same time, so... Alright. Well, I'm going to start this next run. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, feel free to talk while I'm doing the runs. During any pauses, I could definitely jump on in, answer questions, stuff like that. Oop. I see a lot of comments now, just as I start. Alright. There we are. Whoop. But yeah, once I get past the tutorial, there's a nice long pause for me to be reading comments. Alright. Oh. What's your YouTube? So if you're in Discord, sorry, if you're in Twitch, if you go into the About page, there's a link to my YouTube in case you're interested in being part of that. So, yeah. So that's one option. I had the game in early access. I just struggle in the game. A lot of people struggle in the game, man. A lot of people struggle in the game. I had a feeling. I was trying to find your Twitch. I'm more used to Twitch streams. Oh gosh, do I not have a link in my YouTube for Twitch? I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Don't you remind me. It's called Patient Tadpole. That's the name of my Twitch name. I kind of want that to be my YouTube name, but YouTube really doesn't like it when you try to use something other than your real name for your main, email account. So they really didn't like me when I said, hey, I want to be something other than bed. Oh, did you get a legal name change? No, I just want to use a different name. Well, then we have issues. So, yeah. The more I looked into it, the more I'm like, okay, so I have to make this additional account, and then I need to move all my videos there. I'm like, wait, hold up, what do I have to do? And I just decided, in the end, let's not. Alright. Is this your Twitch? Yep, what's up? I can see you over on the Twitch side for the comment. So yeah, this is my Twitch, man. Feel free to hang out. Feel free to follow if you really want to. Feel free to do what you want to do, man. Whoa, book and dash right next to each other. Alright. Oh, hey, welcome to the better side. I don't know about better side because YouTube has playback. You can, through YouTube, play back the stream when you're trying to... When you miss something, you can actually go backwards and check out what you missed. Ah, barely missed that. And I got punished for it. I should be punished. I just feel way better chatting on Twitch. Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. There we are. There we are. Plus all the amazing emotes. Oh my gosh, I still need... My brother was talking about a certain emote collection that you have to... Oh my gosh, Captain Falcon. Someone is a man of culture. Someone is a man of culture. Oh my gosh. Dude. I tried maining Captain Falcon back on Super Smash Bros. Did not end well. It turns out I'm not very good at fighting games. But I tried maining him because he was such a fun character to play. Dude. Didn't even realize you had a Captain Falcon emote. I am impressed, sir. I'm impressed. You're a villager main? Get out. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Don't worry. It's just like the projectiles definitely, when I was learning, projectiles always hurt. Projectiles are always hard to get used to. Or at least when you're first into the game. No, dude, I was just joking. So, I see there's a lot of comments, but if I read comments during Lamech has found that is the one way he could hurt me. If I start reading comments while fighting him, he'll start punishing me really hard. Alright. Villager is a very creative character. Yep, he is. Villager and Pac-Man are both really good characters to just show off what other skills that people don't realize you've got, you know? It's really cool stuff. My brother actually used to play Pac-Man. Yeah, don't want to be in there. And then, you know, I did read the comments section after literally saying I shouldn't, or else Lamech will punish me for it. And hey, look at that, Lamech punished me for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait till after I murder this guy before I continue that conversation. All right, there we go. There we go. If you main anyone, you're probably not fun at parties. Everyone loses to you all the time. I make sure to play random when I'm at parties. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. I have a sense of consciousness. Slightly, at least. I have a slight sense of consciousness. Alright. Your cousin's a speedrunner? Cool. What game? Huh. Didn't realize there were that many speedrunners around. Ooh. Or if there's not, then... Ooh. He does Ratchet and Clank. Ooh, that's a... I remember that. So, the only Ratchet and Clank I got was the third one. I think it's called, like, Up Your Arsenal or something like that. It was super fun. I could see how people who grew up with that love those sort of games. Definitely like the leveling system with your weapons. Ooh. But, of course, like, you probably don't see much of the leveling in the speedrun. Definitely, there's a huge difference between running old games and running new games. As a person who runs a lot of who only really runs this new game, it's a lot more about skill instead of like talent. That was a really wrong way of phrasing it, but like with this, it's more about like the game as intended being broken open. Where old games, it's like there's a glitch that like wasn't intended, but has this amazing exploit that causes you to like clip through walls or some absurdum like that. And that's usually how those runs go. And they're either really cool to watch or impossible to watch. It's one or the other, basically, depending on what category and stuff like that. Or at least that's what it feels like for me. And a lot of those games, they know how to make them enjoyable to watch. Alright. Oof. Alright. When I get this heirloom, I'll stop to answer all the comments, because I realize they actually piled up quite a bit. Alright. And now, it's a good time. Alright. Well, I like Smash when it's played with other people who aren't good, sometimes with items, but I respect those who have mastered the craft. Fair enough, fair enough. Smash is made to be both games. It's made to be both games. Your speedrunner friend has been learning Breath of the Wild, but has been on break. I'm just a guy who plays every genre casually. Nice. We'll have Bravely Default 2. Ooh, those games. Yeah, I got into Bravely Default for a while, and then it just, like... It just seemed like they were going too in-depth with some of that story stuff, and I'm just like... I'm kind of... Like, I don't want to invest this much time into a single game sort of thing. And I just really messed up on my entrance into Axis Mundi, so that ain't good. Oh well. We will recover. Apple. I would very much appreciate apples here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You ask and you shall receive. Alright, let's focus. Let's make sure I don't die in Axis Mundi. Because that can often be the case of whether or not this run dies or has a chance. Oop. Oop. Alright. So let's see. I'm just there for the person, lol. Whoop. Take it out. I like to do that so they don't come back when I warp through, so I don't have to deal with them a second time. Alright, got enough mana. That's good. Well, that's the punishment for trying to go too ambitiously forward without knowing where you're going. Whew. Whew. Meat. Thank you. Stay up there, where you belong. In the clouds. Ow. We're just gonna keep going. Woo! Don't fall in the water. Be careful. Oh no. This doesn't look like a fun room. Alright, made it through. Managed. Whew. There we are. Whew. Alright. So now I can read the comments properly. The only games I've been competitive in are Smash and Splatoon. Ooh, I've heard a bit about Splatoon, so I will be clear. First-person shooters are like the one game that I am absolute garbage at. I guess I'm not absolute garbage, but like comparatively, I'm not good compared to most people. I can't, like, keep my eyes on a target sort of thing. I still need to min-max Hades, though. Oh, in case you... I am planning to do Hades right after this, because I still am trying to do stuff like that. Trying to unlock everything before I do a non-God mode runs. Struggle with roguelikes. Ah, a lot of people struggle with roguelikes. That's kind of the intent, to struggle before you get good. But yeah, I do enjoy roguelikes, and like, I enjoy the struggle. Like, when the struggle, you feel like you know where you're making the mistakes and where you can improve. I definitely appreciate those. So... Oh, forgot to hit that. Oh well. Get that, meat. Where? Alright. Yeah, randomization. So the whole thing is it means you have different experiences every time you approach it, even if it's the same game. So, like, that's what makes those randomizations so great. There's obviously other ways to do that, but it's the main route, and it's very valuable. Alright. There we are. Got book. Now we beat Void Beast Bareth. And that should put us back on track. Alright. I kind of find it funny that, like, in my recent runs, I've been, like, a solid minute or two behind my usual PBs. And then, like, just as I get into the final area, I just choke horribly. Like, that's been the name of the run for, like, the past few days. Like, since Monday. Every run has been like, hey, I'm ahead of PB, and then I get to the end, and it just gets wrecked. Oh, hey, Legend. How's it going, man? I'm doing good. How about you? Alright. Oof. Oh my gosh. Threw it just a moment too late. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. Well, that was just me being stupid. Maybe I'd be less stupid this time. Let's find out. Nah, looks like I'm pretty stupid still. Whew. Well, as long as those don't fall to me. Whew. That was a very uncomfortable position to be in. Alright, if I can beat Bareth here. There we are. A lot easier now. But I definitely took too much damage. Definitely took too much damage. There we are. There we are. Got it gone. Got it good. Whew. There we are. Whew. Move on. Keep it going. Alright, stretch. Oh my gosh. Funny. Alright. Keep it moving. Ooh, found one lily. That also increases my damage, which is appreciated. That is appreciated. Just really quick, see if I got meat. Nope. Not yet. Nope. Here. Oh, that was close. I think they could have one-shot me, given how much health I have left. Alright. Nope. Found another lily. That's good. That's good. Alright. Keep it moving, keep it going, keep it good. Let's check up real fast. Because we can. And the Maw could still be here. Ooh. Ooh. You actually found my channel by trying to figure out how to progress. Oh, well, I'll tell you, speedrunners have a great way of showing you how to progress in the game. Unfortunately, it involves getting good. That's always an issue. But yeah. Glad to hear that, like, just trying to get through, is a way to, find me. Yeah, you got to the boss door. Okay, cool. That's awesome. There we are. Awesome. I just could not figure out how to open it. Sometimes, yeah, things like that. Which boss? Oh, in the castle. Oh, you were having trouble with Lamech. There we are. Huh. But yeah. I did see some. You're not alone. Like so sometimes I watch people that also play Rogue Legacy, and like even when they're able to read the memory, they still have to figure out, okay, so now I have to like kick at the same time. I have to make sure to do use the dash. Like, you know, you struggle doing it when you don't have the dash, but you feel like you might be able to do it. And then you get the dash and it doesn't really click in your head that you have this additional resource that's going to be valuable in pulling it off. Doesn't always work. So yeah, makes sense. And this is a cool thing, that even if you're struggling to open that door, you could still head over to the next area. There's nothing like gating you from heading to the next area other than the fact that it will kick your butt. So I guess that gates you, technically, but yeah. Oof. Thanks for the offer, but I'm not going to be accepting it. Alright. Oh, I have double jump now. Duh. Gosh, it, like, double jump because of its, like, lateness in the run and stuff, I never, like, grasp in my head that I am capable of double jumping even when I have it. It's kind of funny. Oop. There we are. We got the warden chest. That might actually... Yeah, honestly, with the armor change, basically gain some armor is valuable, but then, like, the level of the armor is kind of insignificant, unfortunately. It just matters that you have some sometimes. Actually, no, with the changes, it's like it scales better, but it's just not really necessary. Now that I think about it a bit more. Alright. Well, anyways, I hope I didn't spoil this game for you. I have a feeling I might have, but I hope at the very least you weren't like, oh, how do I get through this door? Oh, that's how you beat the entire game. I will say, if you haven't solved the riddles, the insight challenges, that is something you could that you can still do. Like, I don't use Lamech. There's definitely a Lamech secret room that I do not enter in my runs. So you still have that you can find, and like still experience that for your first time. If you spoiled me, I would tell you. I spoiled myself by watching. Fair enough, fair enough. You were watching a speedrunner 100% the game? You know what you're getting into. Well, I wasn't 100% in the game, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. Hey, man. Game's tough. Game's hard. There's a reason it took... Like, I have... if you combine my time with the first Rogue Legacy, I have over 300 hours in this... between the two. So... Like... Not surprised. The game is tough. And, like, even then, I still have issues sometimes. As you've been watching these runs. You know that not all these runs have been going good. Ah. Whew. Come on. There you are. Just found my way to the study. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alright. So there's Nama. Alright, so now now it's my turn to find my way to the study, it seems. Let's do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gonna be a walk. It's gonna be a walk. Oh, right. Making stupid mistakes still. Nonetheless, I did it in the least threatening place to make mistakes, so at least I can still take a hit, I think. From most enemies. From most enemies. Woo! Hey! Glad. Early void. Early void dash. Glad to hear. Glad to get it. Always appreciate it. Whew. Up. 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 Try to optimize my jumping positions. I think it's going well. Left for a second, but I'm back. Glad to have you back, Sir Bellum. You guys do what you need to do if you guys need to do something. So, yep. That's good. You do not need to ask my permission if you need to leave or something. So. Oh, hey! Thank you. Unfortunately, I cannot see the screen right now because I'm kind of focused, but thank you for whoever did that, whoever followed. Just checking for stream red flags. Alright, thank you very much, Kraken Style. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Ah. Yeah, hopefully I ain't a red flag. If I am a red flag, you let me know so I can start fixing that part of me, man. Gotta be a good, friendly, approachable boy. That's the plan. I've met some bad streamers, so I don't follow till I can fill out no red flags. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. And yes, that 7-minute void, that doesn't mean like we're doing super good, that just means we found it super early. Whoop. Oh. Get out. This way. Dash under. Dash under. Eee. Ah. Ah! Block. By the power of my shield, you are useless to me. Da, 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 da. Ah! Yep. Yep. I'm not interested right now. Let's go to find a teleport. That sounds good. Let's find a teleport. That's not a teleport. Let's keep searching for a teleport. A lot of ways to the left, a lot of ways to above, And we know there's somewhere up and somewhere to the left that could be a teleport, but... Hello, this is a good room. Alright. Frying pan. Because I want to bash my enemies over the head. I will keep that in mind. We're taking this mostly because we have the other relic, so this is actually going to just increase our raw damage by quite a bit. Nope. Alright. Just keep on moving. Just don't stop. Whew. Okay. Did not expect you to be here. Alright, well I only have one teleport, so I can't really walk back. So I have to take the long way home. Oof. That wasn't too long. I appreciate that much. Oof. Eeh. Got there. Awesome. Got a teleport. I repeat, we have a teleport. And you are a nasty boy. I'm going to just enter through the other area. I still need to go left. Oh my gosh. Was I right there? I didn't even know? Well, not right there, it seems. Alright. Let's finish searching. Awesome. Found it. When I first found the study... Oh, I need to focus on this and then I'll read. Okay, well, that's what I get. That's what I get. Okay. When I first found the study hall, it was by an alternate exit to the Stygian when I was really low level. So level 40 me goes into a side entrance and place I find is the study. It was cool. Thought it was intentional. Dude, that's pretty cool. Alright. Windwall Hero Complex. That's a great way to just beat the living bejesus out of some bosses. That sounds like an amazing way to just beat the living bejesus out of some bosses. Alright. Yep. How do you quick open the map? There's a button that's tab, and I just hit it real fast, and then I hit it again to get out. That's it. I quick open the map by hitting the map button really quick. I don't really have another solution other than that. I apologize. And as far as I know, you can't even switch the map button around, so I don't even have that. It's just tab on my keyboard. So, yeah, I just tap tab real fast and I tap it again. Oh, you might think that escape is your only way to open the map. So I think if you're using a controller, it's select instead of the other one. So yeah, with Windwall and Shield Bash, Murmur should be a joke. Emphasis on should be. We know for a fact that when we get overconfident, we get our face kicked in. As you should be. You cocky little piece of jerk. I'm trying to be very limited in my words, but keep the context. Alright. Flashing warning. Every time I Windwall or Shield Bash these red orbs, it's going to make a big flashing light. Bam. Like that. Bam. Like that. Bam. Like that. Oh my gosh, I didn't have my shield ready. Alright, time to make this boss a joke. But it's going to be a really painful to watch boss, but I can keep these wind walls up and make sure that the boss can never hit me, basically. There we are. This putting Does putting bruh before Jesus make it less bad? I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Let's me think. Oh, but Jesus. Okay. I didn't even realize. So, when I use the term bejesus, I'm just like, I'm thinking of like, I'm not thinking of the word Jesus. I'm thinking of like, you know how like in SpongeBob where it's like, we've been speckle-dorbed or whatever. That's not even a word, but I agree with you, lad. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking bejesus is just one word, and it's not like, it's not anything specific. It's just a word that's kind of absurd. Not really interested right now. Thank you for the offer, sir. Alright, you two stay over there. I'll stay over here. Sound good? You have so much more space. You should be proud of that spot. Fine, you get in the corner. That's what you get for encroaching on my tiny space. The knockback effect on those guys is really awkward sometimes. Hey! Cool. Cool beans. Makes this fight so much easier. Don't even need to worry about those. They should be gone by the time he's dead. Perfection! Bam. Alright. We basically have full health thanks to Hero Complex. Alright. This better be open. I opened the chests. This should be over. Awesome. Let's go kicking an ox butt. First try this time. I'm not allowed to take more than one try if I want to keep this pace on. Yep, exactly. Don't jinx it though, please. I'm going to just focus on this, and sorry if the commenters want to talk. I'm going to be focusing on this. Whew. There we are. Get rid of that one way down there so I don't have to deal with him. Alright, phase 1 completed. Don't choke. Please PP screaming the lizards. Thank you. I appreciate all of them. Oh no. There we are. Thank goodness I have a shield. I can get out. Oh my gosh. That's okay. That's okay. We're alive. We're alive and we're not dead. Those two things are very important. Come on. Woo. PB, everyone. PB. Alright. So unfortunately, Mindful Line 3's time is completely absurd, so we might not, I think he still has world record, but this is a freaking good PB. I think he has like a 34-24 or something completely absurd like that. But we sure got close. But we sure got close. We sure got close. Oh man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We got close, everyone. I'll make sure to let Mindful Line know you're still number 1, but I'm surely number 2. Oh. Woo! Woo! Sorry if that's really loud, but I'm happy. I am happy. That's good. That's some good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. Alright. Have that to show to Mindful Line. I'm sure he'll be appreciative of having a competition again. Alright. Well, it is now past the time. It is time for me to switch to my next game. So, I know some people really like just watching me play Rogue Legacy, and, yeah. Whew, yeah, it felt good. It felt good. Especially after all of that work. After all that work I put into this. Like, it felt good to do that. It felt good to do that. So, I am going to be switching over to my next game, but first I need to get water and all that stuff. So, a lot of people usually like leaving now. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I'm going to be switching over to the next game in a bit. But first I need to get water. If you're still here, awesome. If you're not, don't worry about it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to go get my water and stuff. I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to be plugging in my controller for Hades. There's going to be some sounds from my computer. Don't worry, it's my computer, not yours. Hey, thanks for sticking around, Cyrebellum. Yeah, one of the things I do find that when I enter Hades, I have trouble thinking of what to talk about because, like, it requires focus, but then there's these spots where there's a perfect time to talk about something, but, you know, I'm not... If chat doesn't have some big conversation for me to jump into, it's like, what do I say? That's always a hard thing that you have to deal with. Like, what do I say sometimes is a question I have to ask myself. Not always easy to come up with a solution there. Alright, but, yeah, thank you for sticking around, Cyrebellum. Alright. Let's see. This should work. Why is there no... Okay. Now it's starting to work. That's where we go. Hey, Cricket Style. Glad to see you two sticking around as well. Alright. Played some Hades. I will note right now, I am not at the level to speedrun Hades, so don't think that. Alright. Anyways. Hey, everyone. Welcome to some more Hades. For the people who just showed up, I play on Hell mode. Not the best solution. Not the best suggestion, but that's how I'm doing it. And I'm still trying to unlock everything. I'm still trying to fix everything up. So that's what I'm working on right now. So we're going to go over. We're going to figure out what weapon we have. And we're going to try to figure out how we plan to escape with it. Oh yeah, by the way, got a lot of nectar. So let's give some to him.
Now get a load of what you got there, boyo. Wait, really? That's for me? You just pulling my leg.
I'm really giving this to you, mate. Now go enjoy it, will you? Once I've finished pummeling.
Feel free to call me Kraken. Good to know, Kraken Style. Ooh, sword. Been so long since I used the sword. Oh, speaking of which, let's get ourselves a new aspect. Alright. Special dislodges that from foes. We're going to just work our way up. So we're going to do this one next. Aspect of Nemesis. After you special, your attack may deal critical damage. There we are. That's good to know. Alright. So, we've been doing a theme where we just try to get Shattered Shackles up. I'm wondering if Sisyphus has some conversation from having Shattered Shackle when you meet him. So, that's one of the things I'm figuring out. Another thing I could do, this is one of the ones I don't believe I've escaped with. So, I can actually try one of the challenges. So, I need to win with each of these on at least once. So, this could be the one where I have... something like the Death Defiance on Stubborn Defiance instead, or the Thick Skin on High Confidence instead. Definitely an option I can use, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Not right now. Not when I'm using Shattered Shackle. But yeah, unfortunately, have not escaped with this. I haven't gone past Asphodel? When was the last time I was able to play with a sword? Alright, well, we're using the sword. We're using the sword. Alright.
Hello, Lord Ares.
Starting with Ares. Hey, you know what? I have so much nectar. Let's just give you one.
I honor you for all the strength you've given me to overcome my foes.
By the way, how's the sound for everyone? I can't hear it on my side, so I just want to make sure you guys can.
Such a splendid offering to me. How very thoughtful there, my kin. I am taken aback, though I accept. Would that a sudden scourge of war would help you out of your predicament? Why, I would stir one up for you without a second thought.
Yeah, I can hear absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to... Hold up. I'm going to slide that over here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it over so that I can see the soundbar and make sure it's working. So... Alright, it says that the music's working just fine. Attacks inflict doom, special inflicts doom. Cast sends a blade rift hurtling ahead. I'm gonna go with... Let's go with Slicey. Now let's go with the... Sure.
The war is on.
Thien says that the sound is working just fine on your guys' end. So, I guess I'll trust it. But I do have to then change this around a little bit. So after this, I got to change my controls around. There. Ooh! So last time, I bought Erebos gates so that they appear. I have no idea what Erebos gates are, but we're about to find out. Requires at least 5 heat. Hey, I have 5 heat. Gives me a pomegranate. If it wasn't for this hammer being here, I'd probably choose it. Real fast, I do need to change these around because it seems like music's going fine. Just, I'm having trouble hearing it. Alright. Whatevs. As long as you guys can hear it, that's the important part. Alright. If this wasn't pomegranates, I'd pick... Or, let me put it this way. If this wasn't the hammer, I would have picked this. Because the hammer is just too good. Hammer's just too good. Hey, I get a fish! I appreciate that. Alright, and they're all dead. There we are. Let's see what our upgrades are. Alright, new one. Your death strike hits twice, it deals plus 20% damage. Alright. I like all of these, but I haven't seen this one yet. And let's fish. Alright. Kraken, give me strength in fishing.
Got a bite.
Alright. Didn't get a perfect catch, but I got a catch. So that's something. That's something. Alright. We keep moving. Oh my gosh.
Heads up.
Well, I lost a lot of health. Did I? I feel like I got hit by something more than I understood. Oh well. We will figure that out as we go. More auras, or do we want some slowing applied? You are no fish. I was just helping you scare away the small fry with your mighty presence, Kraken. That's what I was hoping for. I wasn't, like, saying... Like, no, a fish would not assist me with hunting fish. I mean, I don't think they would. Like, we're talking about the river of death and destruction. I'm just wondering if you could help me murder some more fiends inside of it. Only you would have the power. That's what I was trying to refer to. Don't think I was trying to dissuade you, sir.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Your attack inflicts doom. Dire misfortune. Your doom effects deal more damage when applied multiple times. Ooh. Well, it's epic, so I guess we're getting it. Alright. Sharon with 142 gold. You know what? With 142 gold, I could usually buy... if I could find a just one ram vase, I should be able to buy stuff. Yep, if I just get random...
The river Styx flows infamously through the underworld, offering the boatman Charon expeditious travel from the realm of mortals to the lowest depths, where many of their shades reside forever.
Too bad I can't just take the ferry to the surface.
Hey, Sharon. I have these nectars.
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleece me with those prices.
By the way, how can you tell he's fleecing you with these prices? Where else do you spend money? Where in the world else do you spend money, sir? Gosh, if I found one... I feel like I must have found one that had just some gold in it, and I didn't realize it, and ruined myself, basically. Alright.
Come on, sneak.
There we are. Definitely taking more damage than I want to.
That'll show you.
The goddess Nyx has indicated you possess a list of prophecies from the three fates. I've such a list upon Olympus here. It seems to be connected to your own, as several prophecies already are fulfilled. Isn't it such an honor to urge fate along?
Alright, cast the flex, dash the flex. Yep, dash the flex. Easily. Alright. Don't really like either of these, but we'll just go for gems. I have all... Alright, so we have a Chaos Gate. Okay, so it doesn't one-shot them. That's good to know. This should one-shot. At least these small fry.
Weak.
Here. Okay, so let's see. Gold. We are at chamber 8, so if I could... This is the last time I could basically use Chaos, I think. So yeah, let's go for Chaos. I think this is the last time I could actually really use them. Gift, because we have so much.
I'm grateful that my journeys through the underworld mean that we can get to know each other, Master Chaos.
Your repeated generosity with me is starting to become a bit predictable. And yet somehow I nonetheless appreciate it still. How very odd.
It's getting hard to know how long I need to wait.
There's these days the never-ending cycle of rebirth and death for you, O son of Hades. Sufficiently amusing, I should hope.
So yeah, the thing is I can't really hear it, so I just kind of have to... Alright. Previews are hidden, but get the health I need. Or just get more money. I think I go with... I mean, this is an entire chamber's worth of rewards. I'll go with Caustic Influence. Really, I'm just making sure the penalty isn't too severe, and then I choose it. I just make sure the penalty's not too severe, and otherwise I just look at the benefit. Which I think is how most people will be doing it. Oh, I can deflect those. That's great. Ah. Here, get our nectar, because I love my nectar. Nectar is always story progression, so love nectar.
I'll pay for that.
Let's get a Fateful Twist, see what that is. Alright, Cyclops Jerky. Sure. Spent all my money, it seems. All that money. Oop! Hey!
Trespasser.
We get to try out one of these gates next time. See what that's like.
Damn it.
Just realized, because of that, all these enemies that I'm forcing to face are actually giving me chances at food items, which is actually really useful.
Work faster next time.
So I only got one, which is pretty poor. Alright, Erebos Gate gets me a heart. And this gives me gold. Let's do this.
How foolhardy of you.
Yeah, this is going to be a very foolhardy run, sir. Get used to it. Alright. There you are. Whoa, took way more damage than I
That's
thought.
enough.
All mine.
Alright. Well, we're going to use this, just guess we'll get our res back at a later time.
Well, here goes nothing.
Let's figure out what these Erebos gates are like. First time for everything.
Greetings, Father.
Let's see if you're as skillful as you think.
Slay foes without getting hit. Alright. Well, that wasn't... If my last room wasn't anything, it's proof that I'm wrong that I can handle this. Without getting hit, and we even have these flame wheels. Ooh. Just trying to be extra careful, because if I get hit, I think I lose this room and all of its rewards. So, just being hyper careful.
The dead are useless.
There we go.
Thank you for the health. I very much appreciate it. And we have our caustic affluence now. Perfect. Alright. So do we go to Sharon, or do we go just get a health right now? I think we go get health, because if we get to Sharon, we would just buy health, and basically that's it. And I could just spend that money elsewhere, basically. Fish! Alright. Focus. Get the perfect cash. Gotta do it one of these times.
Got it.
Alright, well, at least I didn't ruin it. Knucklehead. Da-da. Alright.
I'll guess Electo. Oh well.
I mean, I've only ever been in the underworld, so I feel like calling me a murder is kind of a little disingenuous, if I could say it that way. Alright, she does a second dash, so be ready for that. Alright.
The walls.
Alright, keep it moving. Just don't want to lose a revive here. For all my deflecting dashes, I'm really disappointed in how little I deflected. But yeah, Erebos gates seem to just be challenge rooms. That then, yeah, it's just like double the effect, and I do not understand why I'm hanging out. If you want an explanation, sorry, I'll make sure to explain next time. Alright, so basically, as you can guess, I'm escaping hell, which means going through these areas. I'll explain my decisions as I go then, so that you could join us. Alright, so normally, so these are all our benefits, so I had one that as long as I don't have a boon, I have extra damage, but I got a boon immediately, so it was useless. Usually I then go for Distant Memory because I'm trying to get a certain story element to occur, but I can't do it right. This weapon has no distant attacks, so that's a bad idea. But yeah, I'm trying to upgrade each of these themes to get their benefits high. Like this guy gives me plus 50 health, which is a huge benefit. So I'm planning to grab that later. So right now I'm trying to figure out which boon I want to grab that'll be helpful for this right now. I think I just try and max out Harpy's Feather Duster. Let's see. Either that, or I can try to make sure. Ooh, so I'm going to grab Blood-Filled Vial, make sure my next boon from Ares is stronger, because I'm getting some of the Ares boons. Or, what do I want to do with Ares? You know what, let's get Adamant Arrowhead, because we have the theme that our strikes are critical, so then she can actually give us more critical strike effects. So yeah, Artemis, one of her abilities is critical strike effects, so I'm going to grab that to guarantee that Artemis is coming up later. Alright, I like that. So yeah, as I go through, I'll explain all my decisions. Generally, the main thing you need to know is I'm using a melee weapon that uses, you know, I have to get close range, I have to really hit them hard. And one of the problems is, because I'm used to like using the adamant rail and stuff, my weapons aren't dealing as much damage. Or like, sorry, I'm taking a lot more damage than I expect. So I want to take some things to increase my health. So now we're getting that symbol said that this is a Hermes boon. Hermes is always available as one of the gods. So I just have to beat these guys, make sure they don't hit me, because oh yeah, I have a little deflect, so sometimes I end up deflecting their attacks, but it's just on my dash, so I have to like time the dash properly to deflect like that. The challenge of this area is that lava, if I don't dash through it, I'll take damage for going through it. So I have to be careful when I maneuver around. But yeah, it's a little bit of like hectic chaos and trying to make an understanding of what you need to do within the chaos. Alright. There we are. Get out. Alright. From here, these nectars.
Sir, you've asked for nothing in return, and so please take this humble offering, because it's nothing, really.
Nectars, basically, as you give more nectars to people, story elements start growing and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get as many nectars as I can and give them out as much as I can, because that makes the story grow, basically.
Well, no, that's awful kind there, cuz. No need to thank me, though. Not so profusely, anyhow.
So you're saying it's like a deck building game? I would let me get to the boons, then I'll explain.
Looking for you. You should be running into her any chamber now.
Anyways, so I get these benefits, which are just like, you know, just suddenly I could start moving faster. Suddenly I could start attacking faster. Suddenly I could dash and recover some health. It's not really... It's like the relics in Rogue Legacy, except this game is built around you gain like a dozen relics during your run, so that the final boss is designed to be really hard with these relics. Again, when you die, you lose all of your relics, so I have to go pick them back up. So these boons are like relics in Rogue Legacy, so I just need to try to build up the strongest build, because I know I have to face through all of the bosses gained through the underworld, so I need to make sure I get it all. And the house has gotten warmer, so I can actually take off my jacket, because I'm now sweating in here. Alright. So I'm going to grab Swift Strike. So like right now, I attack faster, but my specials inflict doom. Specials are my grounded strikes that cause that huge explosion. My dashes can deflect, so I can dash through projectiles and be fine. My dash strike also deals more damage. And like, yeah, it's just kind of like I'm gaining all these benefits. I'm trying to build my path around it. Hey, it's been a long time since I've seen Eurydice. So all the exclamation points are always like the best option, because you get to meet a character like this. So first, oh yeah, I maxed out her nectar, so I can't give her any more right now.
Eurydice, can I ask you for a favor here? Not that you owe me anything, but would you hear me out?
Cerebellum, you like Rogue Legacy? So, let me think. Should you buy Hades? The short answer is yes. I know you like Rogue Legacy 2, and it's another roguelike. This one is more about like this top-down action, so if my fighting and stuff looks fun, know that feels even better. They did a lot of work on making this game feel fun to play. Once you beat the game, just like other roguelikes, is meant to be played over... So Rogue Legacy actually has a story, and then it kind of just ends. But it's a much longer roguelike than others. I would say it's a roguelite, not a roguelike. This game is built for you to play over and over again, so like, you'll see that little red icon, that's my heat scale. That means every time I'm playing the game gets harder and harder for me, and that's 5 heat because it's 5 points harder than it would normally be. And so that's kind of the thing, it keeps scaling up and up. And technically I think it keeps going to like 50 or something like that, something absurd. Like, I think it goes above 50, but no one's... I think the current world record is 64 heat or something like that. They just... All the difficulty stuff like that keeps on scaling, keeps on going up, and it's a really fun game. It's a really addicting game. I will warn you, it's very addicting. But, yeah, it's as you're first progressing through the game, it's a lot of discovery, and discovery is always fun for me. And you just kind of learn, oh, there's this mechanic here, I never even knew about it. Oh, this actually has a story element where it understands, like, I did this stupid thing, and oh my gosh, they actually commented it in the story. So, I will say, as for roguelikes, this one has a much stronger story structure. And then its combat, if you look at the combat, again, if you look at the combat and it looks fun, it's even more fun to play. That being said, the combat loop and the story loop is the game. If you're like not into story, the story stuff kind of, it's a big part of the game. It's a big part of the appeal. So if you don't like the story, that's kind of an issue. And then that combat is the entire core loop. While there are different weapons, which act a lot like the different classes in Rogue Legacy, okay, they are distinct. I'm not going to deny that, but the core combat still stays pretty much the same because all the relics, all the special abilities. There is definitely a lot of variety. I'm not going to deny there's a lot of variety, but if the core loop of combat is not interesting to you, I don't think this game's going to be too interesting for you. But yeah, if it looks interesting, definitely a lot more fun to play than it is to watch.
Yeah, sure, hon. What is it? Though you'd better not be asking for my recipes. Closely guarded family secret. I'd say I'd take them to my grave, but yeah.
It's not your recipes, though they are wonderful. It's your song. I'm sure it'd be a hit around the house, and I know someone who really needs to hear it. Don't suppose you've got a parchment copy I could have?
Your Royal Majesty, you want my song? You are aware it's called Good Riddance, right? But sure, why not? If music's gonna be playing in your house, it might as well be great. And let me give you something to go with it.
So notice this is not only a story progression, I also get this item progression. So I can either increase these boons' rarities, which increases their power, Or because they have no levels, I can increase their level. Or I could just make sure my next few boons are even higher rarity in the first place. Let's see. I have Doom. I have Dash. Dash. I took this for the deflect, not for the levels, so I don't really care about that. I still need an attack Fiend, and I still need I still need attack. I still need a cast. I think I'm gonna go with Refreshing Nectar. Get myself higher up rarity boons. There we are. Okay.
So good.
Let's keep moving.
Well, see ya.
But yeah, there's a lot of progression systems. I don't... Oh, we have Thanatos. Yep, and a lot of story stuff here.
I can't stay long, so how about we get this business over with?
So, just so you know what's going on, Thanatos and I, when he comes in, we have a fight of who could kill the most in a certain period of time. Because of that, I am going to be, like, throwing myself at enemies possibly dying to kill them. Because if I beat Thanatos, he will reward me with plus 25 to my max health. So, I want to beat Thanatos, so... But the thing is, all the enemies, they have an armor. They're going to have armor on them, and as long as they're armored, they are unaffected by knockback. So, like, when I hit them, I could stun lock them. They can't get stun locked as long as they have armor on. So I have to just... Oh, I guess they don't have armor. But yeah, he's going to try to kill them, and, like, he can show... Like, I'll see a little symbol like that to see that's who he's trying to kill. He will not hurt me, so I don't have to worry about him doing that, but I need to make sure I kill more than he does. Let me put that. Yep. So get them out of that square or kill them before he blasts. There we are. Alright. I'm 5 ahead, but I want to make sure he can't catch up, you know? I need to use my cast more. Alright. Beat me there, I think. Okay. Well, still kind of fine. Ooh, this is an enemy you don't want to get close to. Ah, because they can stun lock you like that. Okay, and this is why I was trying to get way ahead, because that's an enemy that I need to make sure I don't get close to. I'd rather just let Thanatos take care of it, for my sake of not taking too much damage. Which, all right, we're tied. I need to get fast. Make sure I kill them. Okay, we tied. I don't know what that means. Okay, he still gives me the benefit. Okay, that's cool. Oh, he left before we could talk. Usually he talks afterwards. Alright. Ooh. That was a tough one. And as you saw, we tied. Alright. Keys are used for, like, a certain... Keys are very important in the beginning. They give you access to the new weapons. I already have all the weapons, so that's not necessary. So I'm going to Sharon's shop, which allows me to spend all this gold I've acquired to get basically the rewards for beating chambers without facing any chambers. So, like, for example, here's one of the gods.
Cheers, mate. And
she has a chill effect. So attack inflicts chill. Ooh, becomes common. So we can affect all of our boons, basically, turn them common, and then they keep getting stronger. I think that's it. So yeah, I'm going to grab Rare Crop, see which ones are affected. Dire Misfortune is going to apply. Curse of Pain is going to apply. And Divine Dash are going to get applied. Okay.
Good enough to eat.
And let's increase Doom damage, because Doom damage is my main damage source. Much better. And then we get some max health. We get a health increase. Alright. Here we are. Now we have what I've been looking for. Ares. She has abilities that increase your crit range and stuff like that. Based on the Skull and Crossbones, which means we have a harder fight here. These little purple thieves are a one-time explosion. I can use them against enemies as well, though. As much as they can use them against me. Alright. And these guys make nearby enemies invincible, which is why I'm trying to kill that first. Alright. Definitely not using my cast as much as I should be. So I have a theme that whenever I have a... You'll see, like, the cast inside of them, like that. And as long as they have a cast inside of them, they take more damage. So it's best that I actually use my cast properly. Kill that thing so you can't make them invincible.
suffer in darkness.
There we are.
My Lady Artemis, this is nothing next to all your grace and favor.
Hey, wait, this is an offering for me? Oh, that's very kind, though. Let's get back to hunting now, okay? Hey, hold a moment, Zagreus. I could have sworn you were so close before, but now you're back? Must have tripped up just when victory was close at hand. It happens all the time. We'll get you out of there, you'll see.
So she's referring to basically the loop of the game. I kind of don't want to spoil it in case you haven't played it yet. But, yeah, basically you're trying to... Okay. We have our epic. And it makes my attacks deal critical damage. And then it gets another 15% by my weapons ability. So bonus critical chance plus 15%. Not watching in high definition to see. Alright. So... Alright. So here's what I'm grabbing this. It gives me plus 50% critical damage. With this, it's a 30% critical chance, which basically means I can crit fish with my basic attack, which is pretty good. So then from there, I kind of want more Aris boons to just increase the damage of crit or like things like that. Where do they spawn? There you are.
Let's deal some death.
Oh.
Not had enough yet.
There we go. There we are. Get myself good health. I think this is enough health for the rest of the run, basically. I could still pick more hearts if there's nothing good, but I think that's enough hearts for the rest of the run. Alright. Pomegranate or Sharon's shop. We are now kind of low on money, so I'm going to actually grab the palm and build myself up more money for later. Alright.
Delicious.
So, Deadly Strike increase, Doom damage increase, or... I think I'm going to get this to level 2, since we're using the base attack as well. There we are. Alright, so then we get to this boss. And the thing about this boss is, unfortunately, a good way to beat it is to kind of stay back whenever it's attacking and then just come back afterwards. So, might be a little slow. Because, yeah, just want to avoid those and then you come in. Oh. So those are summons. That's the theme that this boss does. It like throws those out to summon. So you have to stop it. But then it becomes impervious because guess what? It's a Hydra. So it has multiple heads. So I have to kill the heads before I can get to the main head and finish this fight. Alright. These red fiends are my casts, and as I said, as long as I have a cast in an enemy, they take additional damage, but to put a cast in my enemy, I have to, it only does it for a limited time, so I have to go recast it on them. Alright, there we are.
I do not appreciate that.
You're not in the lava, so I'll go for you. Alright, that's a lot of lava. Oh, let's kill this while it's here. Woo. There we are. Next time I'm feeling bored, I'll pick this up. Sounds good, man. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to read the reviews first, but this game is known for having good reviews because Supergiants has like a ton of games that are just really good, and this is kind of one of their culminations of them. I wouldn't call it their magnum opus because a lot of the games are obviously a lot more different, but Oh! Alright, this should be over. There we are. Awesome. So that's the second boss down.
Got you.
These purple and these gems. And we get these upgrades. That's good. So now 120 base and 12 per stack. That's good. Now that I have the stacking, a Doom strike would actually be probably good. Alright, so now we're at full health. We have an Ares boon, which is good. So we have an Ares boon. Alright, so what I like to do at the end here is I pick up the Chthonic coin purse to immediately gain 150 gold. And then in the final chambers, I pick up the old spiked collar to increase my max health. So, there we are. So now we head to the next area.
Closer.
Oof. I feel like this is actually going pretty fast. Either that or just my last few runs have been going very slow. I'm also breaking these pots because sometimes they have fiends connected to them.
If I was permanently dead, maybe I wouldn't mind all this.
Alright, so we have another one of these challenges. Oh, requires 15 heat, so I can't even enter this one right now. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. So do I want to go get a Hermes boon? Use my refreshing nectar on Hermes? Or do I want to grab more gold? Because I do have a theme where I am collecting more gold, don't I? Gold, so I'm going to get about 145 gold with this. Yep, that sounds good. Hermes is great to have like one or two of, but he's not... You don't want to put like your upgrade boon... If there's like an upgrade boon option, you don't really want to put that into Hermes. So these things just charge at you and explode, which makes them kind of hard to efface with melee weapons. Kind of have to just use my dashes. These guys... Yep. Because I keep trying to use that, and it ends badly for me. Alright. And then they leave this guy behind, which, if I don't kill, they'll resummon themselves, so... Yeah, these fires are not...
No chance.
There we are. Good. Alright. At least it's over. Alright. Hammers. Hammers change how your weapon works in some significant way, so I always like getting hammers whenever they're available. That's one way I could kill them. Use 2 of my 3 casts on a single one, though. Yeah. Not really a good room for a sortie. Come on, get out of there. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's our upgrade? Your special makes you lunge ahead and become sturdy. You hold attack to strike rapidly, dealing 25 base per hit. Your special hits twice, but no longer knocks foes away. With Doom applied, we don't really want either of these. I mean, Dash Nova might be good. It's either Dash Nova or Flurry Slash. Honestly, with a high crit chance, I'm gonna go with Flurry Slash, so it's...
My blade grows stronger.
There we are. Alright, let's get some purple with it.
What's mine?
Let's test it out. Get some purple.
Take him now.
And then we gotta go to Sharon's shop to heal ourselves up after this.
Get it.
There we are.
Enough, I've better things to do.
Peace and quiet.
There we go. Bunch of purple. Bunch of purple. And then I could go here to get... Hopefully he offers food, because food will heal me up. There's the food. And even get max health both. Alright. Your abilities that could deflect also make foes exposed. That might be it. Yeah, we're definitely going with Blinding Flash, because that means I could dash through enemies, and then they take more damage. Yeah, that's definitely it. Alright. Let's go with Aris. Face the bull. Here we are, the bull.
Each time we fight, I think I learned a little more. Let's start.
Glad it has a little simple thing like that now. So he has just these big arcing swings that I have to be careful of. Alright. And as we get to the second phase, which we are, he gets harder. Alright. There we are.
Well done. I yield.
Oof. Definitely took too much damage, but it's okay. It's okay.
Cheers for the fight. In the name of Hades.
Cast Seeks. Critical effects deal even more damage. I think it's critical effects deal even more damage. Yeah. Because that's plus 30% more damage, and our attacks having 30% chance to hit, to be crit, and I'm doing like so many multiple attacks in a row. Alright. You know what? I'm going to use the altar, see how that works. Oh well. Oh well.
Chariots.
And yeah, this should stun lock it. So, fortunately, there are some enemies you can stun lock, or unfortunately, depending on how it feels to you. But that's the whole reason there's multiple enemies, so you can't just stun lock them all at once. Get that. Alright, these butterfly guys. So these butterflies, if I let them hit me, they'll start healing and I'll be taking damage. So, really want to avoid them whenever possible. Really hate these guys.
And don't come back.
Really making use of that. The fact is, because of that buff, I just have to hold X. Hold the attack button. It's really nice. Do I want a trove? I should probably think about succeeding instead of just gain money. Especially... Ooh, boy. Alright. I'm grabbing that item, not exactly because I need health, but because this is the next room we have, and this is a challenging room. So you get option of 2 gods, and one of them you'll get the blessing before the battle, and then the other one will help my enemies in the battle. So I have to decide which one I want to be punishing me. I think Athena is the one I want to let punish me, because she has a theme where she turns enemies invincible for a period of time, but I can probably like push them away or just stun lock them when I'm not dealing with that. Where Ares causes blades of death to start spinning around. I have to be careful where I move.
Then let us stand together.
Alright. Your doom effects deal more damage but take more time to activate. That is perfect. Plus 70%. Yep, we definitely want impending doom here.
Upon Olympus, I'm your closest confidant. You'd best remember this before you spurn me again.
Yep. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be spurning you just about every single time. They have shields! Alright, so I think she blocked the doom effect, unfortunately. Yeah, the shielded guys suck, because they can just block your attacks. And then she just adds to the shields, which is making this room very slow. Alright. Alright. There we are. Get that done, and then we get that phase 2. Alright, at least got that one down. Alright, taking way too much damage, but might not matter in the end. There you go. All that backstab damage is paying off. Okay, killed it just in time. Alright.
Conflict between the members of our family is inevitable, Zagreus. All we can do is learn
and this is why I want all that healing benefit. Alright. Cast a small... Replenish one use of Death Defiance, but I don't have any lost. So I'm going to go with Phalanx Shot, I think. Just make my projectiles a bit more useful.
The strength of the goddess.
I just want to make sure there isn't anything I'm missing in this room, because I did kind of rush through pretty quickly. Alright, looks like I'm fine. Hey! Alright. So I can use this guy as a full heal, basically. Which I think I will. I can use him as either a full heal, or... First we give him Nectar.
Just the relief from misery that I was looking for. A fleeting feeling, really. But I'll take a fleeting feeling over none.
That's both very dejected and very astute of you to say. Take care of yourself, will you?
Even the Bull of Minos couldn't stop you, huh? That's one whose way I would stay out of if I could. But, well, you'd not be here if you...
You heard I battled with Asterius here, sir. I thought you kept more to your own devices. Weren't much for conversation with the other shades.
Oh, you're correct in that assessment, stranger. But as you've seen, I've no ability to stop others from coming and going as they please. So I do tend to hear a thing or two from passers-by.
Alright, so that replenishes all my Death Defiances. I have full Death Defiance. So this will give me basically 150 health. And yeah, I think that's actually better than just gain the other effect. Just make sure I'm at full health when I enter this next last area. Alright, with that, healing is good. Let's get gold, I think. Then we could get the meter later. Yeah. Sounds good. Yep, that damage boost was worthwhile because it's allowing me to one-shot these guys without getting close. Which is very handy indeed. Oh, I'm outcast. Gotta pick them up. I'd really like if these guys stopped so I can focus on whatever other enemies are in here. If there are other enemies in here, I guess. Because if there's no enemies in here, I don't really have to worry about that. Here's the other enemies. They just want to take their turn. Ooh. There we are. Because, yeah, in case you're wondering, all the traps can hit them as much as they can hit me, so... Alright. There we are. Taken care of. And we now have a Heroic, so they deal bonus 16 damage per stack, have 160 on the Doom, and deflects for 16 damage. Alright. That's good. That's just... The dash deflect is really just small numbers, but the rest of it is great. Alright. Well, I'm going to be at max health coming into this fight, so...
Wasn't me.
Let's grab Ares.
Should help keep me going.
The boatman Charon ought to invest into a boat of more substantial size if he's to keep up with my work, my kid.
Alright, Ares aid is a good one. Or just deal 10% more raw damage is also pretty nice. Honestly, with my crits, Urge to Kill is sounding pretty appealing, but I do want one aid. So I'm going to go with Ares aid because it's a good aid.
The power of the gods.
Alright. I think I'm going to get the Curse of Pain up because of that benefit that increases how much damage they deal. Where was it? Impending Doom. Yep. 70% more damage, and now they're dealing 188 naturally, so that's like it's a lot of damage. it's a lot of damage. So I'm not going to buy the other theme because when I get out,
Time for the main event.
there's something I could spend gold on.
Why, look, Asterius, the fiend returns. The rumors that he fled to haunt the surface must have been mere lies.
Well, no, in this case, those rumors must have been quite accurate. It's just I'm back. Realized I didn't want a future for myself that didn't include crushing you repeatedly like this.
Oh, such clever excuse-making from one so versed in treachery. Well, if you are indeed contained within this realm, then we shall be delighted to make sure it always stays that way. Now come and fight. I swear I'll get you.
So yeah, that bull, I have to face him at the same time as Asterius, who, Asterius isn't really threatening, he's just like an additional nuisance. And like as long as I don't bring him below half health, the threatening part of it, Asterius, doesn't occur. I just have to dash every once in a while to stop him from hitting me with his effects. And be careful when I dash, I guess.
No holding back.
Ah, wow, that doesn't reflect. Almost dead. Awesome. So the bull's down. So now I just have to worry about Asterius.
He's quivering inside. Try all you like.
Problem is that shield's blocking a lot of the damage. Alright, here we go. So here's the big theme.
Olympus, I invoke your aid.
He is also blessed by the gods, so he can use the same boons that I'm using against me, basically.
Ares, blood and death together hand in hand.
But I have a greater call that I built up over the course of this fight. Oh my gosh, he has, he chose Dionysus, which meant I took just decaying damage. So once I got hit, I just needed to rush him down before it just decayed through all my health.
I'll just help myself.
Alright. Well, we keep moving. Looks our health's good. Alright, just really quick. Let's just make sure we escape. So I'll pick up the dog collar. Get myself but large amounts of health. 300.
Check.
Alright. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close.
Just got to get through Cerberus up there.
Ooh, these little sparkling things are giving me gold. I appreciate it. Sparkles.
Look at all that.
Sparkle, sparkle. Alright. So I could do this if either of my benefits I want to switch out. But yeah, if I save up enough money, I could just buy more Titan Blood, which is great. Otherwise, more health, another Ares boon. And other than that, I have to start searching through here and grab some boons. So I think I'll grab health first, and then I'll grab Ares, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to grab the skull and crossbones first because I'm guaranteed that the last one will have a fountain, and I want to be able to heal fully from that, basically. So, you know what? Let's grab these two sets I can.
You hunted down a real bargain there in Charon's shop. So how about we try a slightly bigger deal on for size right now?
Alright. Foes near are marked. After you cast with attack special, fire seeking arrow. Alright, so it's either this support fire, just going to make all my attacks deal a bunch more damage. Basically, every attack deals 10 more damage is how I define that. Critical effects deal even more damage to armor. Too late for that. So it's either mark them. Has a higher chance So this could just increase my critical chance even... Yeah, I think Hunter's Mark is just too much. A foe near it. I think I can mark the same foe again. Yeah. Support fire is super cool, but I think this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Alright. I always start with a health. Get myself as topped off as I can, basically.
Next.
And I take 20 damage immediately. Alright. That's okay. That's okay. So one of the things about this area is there are enemies that can poison you, and I need to make sure I don't get poisoned, because poison will just keep increasing damage, and I have these little pots that can cure me, so I have to keep an eye of where those pots are, basically. There we are. Yeah, so my chance to crit can go as high as 70% with that, so... Definitely think it was a worthwhile. This build is actually pretty cool. Just critting all the time. Then exposing for backstab damage. Like, yeah, I think this is a good damage output build.
Don't like the look of that big bother over there.
Unfortunately, these guys can't... Oh my gosh.
We're not finished.
Not paying attention to when those go off, and it's killing me. Alright, well, at least he's dead. Though that wasn't good. That was not good in any sense of the word. Well, higher max health, but oh my gosh. That ain't good. That wasn't good. That was really bad.
Let's see here.
I don't know how many other ways I can say it. Alright. Working out. Just the stun lock here is pretty nice. Even that alone. Oh my gosh. Did I really just stand in it as it occurred?
Show me, Charon.
Alright.
That's better.
Make the boon better? Sure. I'm going to save the rest. I need 200 gold for a certain item I'm hoping to buy. If I get a chance to buy it, that is. Another one appeared. I'm taking way too much damage in these rooms, guys. Ugh. This damage is going too high.
There it is already.
We found this.
In the name of Hades.
Pressure points. Any damage? Charges up faster when you deal critical damage. Alright. We're going to be dealing critical damage a lot, so we'll take it. Alright. So that was the fountain. But I need to get that Styx heal back, so...
Something else.
I am going to use Ares. Ares has a chance of one of the Fiends gives me one of those Death Defies back, which I really could use. So we're going to go for that. So we're entering an additional chamber to try to find it. You guys just stay stun locked. There we are. Any boons worth selling? No, no, no. Nope. No boons worth selling. Gotta get out of those. That's how I took all my damage last time. Okay, just keep moving. Hoping to find either a shop where I can buy a Stygian tier, or in absence of that, looking for a Ares boon that gives it back, which gives back the Death Defy, because there are a few that do that. Because Death Defy, if I get that, it's going to give me, like, 170 health or something like that. Something huge.
Get out.
Whoop. Okay. Who else? Get that one down. Alright, is that all? Nope, here they come. That ain't good. Alright, we're just gonna use that. Get ourselves some safety. Alright, RS, please give me it. Alright. Death Defiance restores more than usual replenished one use. That's exactly what I was looking for. There we are. Gives me a ton more health. Okay, we can make it now. We have Forge and 4 gold, so we can buy something cool here if we'd like. Let's just buy a pomegranate. Actually, with that, do I want to clear out and try to get the Titan Blood? Nah, I don't think I can make it. It's too much gold.
Useful.
Alright, more attack damage. Ooh. I think we go with that one. The difference in damage output is just so high.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
Alright. So now we gotta face the final boss, which... Pretty predictable what this final boss is, though. Crit Fisher build. Let's go. Let's go.
Haven't you had enough?
So, boy, did you ask her about how she came to join me in the underworld? Did you confirm all your suspicions then?
You didn't drag her down to hell yourself, apparently. You're not going to tell me who did, though I can well imagine. Your brothers got to reign forever on Olympus while you got sent down into the underworld. So they gave you a consolation prize, didn't they?
You make such accusations knowing next to nothing. Careless as ever. Poseidon had nothing to do with it. He knows even less than you. If you value her existence or your own, it would be wise to keep it that way. And to turn back.
Note that he brings up Poseidon had nothing to do with it. He says nothing about Zeus. So, that might be the case, believe it. And he just doesn't want us to say it. So, of course, he brings out the spear. We have the sword. Oof. We were too close for that. But now we... Alright, and this is his spells. We just want to break these down before he has his additional effect. Getting too close and taking some damage for it. Oh my gosh. This ain't good. We're making a lot of mistakes right now. That's all that's going on.
You dare attempt to vanquish me again?
I do. Oh, you.
Use that to escape. Alright, so I marked Hades. That's the important part. I'm trying to mark Hades. Oh my gosh, God, that's the fire I used. Alright.
Damn it.
Kick and scream all you like.
Gotta make sure that doesn't revive. Alright. Oof. Almost got my greater call. Alright. I'm gonna use it after he goes impervious, because he's about to go impervious very soon. Oof. Definitely taking way too much damage. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. Alright, he's at his next impervious. Gotta avoid this. Alright, now.
You best stay out of my affairs, Ares.
Alright, if he's gonna turn invisible, we're gonna kill all his moves. Alright, they're all dead. And now he took another Death Defiance. Alright.
No, you don't. Death is inescapable. Darkness.
Oof. As much damage as we're doing, we're being too aggressive and getting punished for it. Drastically punished for it. This seemed like such an amazing one, and then we're doing all these stupid things, and it's just holding on to its edges. Because just as I go to full low health and then get back up, so does he.
Come on and die.
Let's go. Again.
Ares! Blood and death together hand in hand.
Alright. Gotta be careful with these. Get out of here. Get out of there. Woo. Here's another impervious. Oh my gosh. Alright, last Death Defy. Thank goodness I went and got it with that last one. Woo! Also, I need to throw some of these at him. Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh my gosh, I can't take a single other hit. That ain't good. Oh my gosh, I made so many mistakes there. That felt so bad. That felt so bad. So in case you're wondering... Don't have any more calls left. No! Oh my god.
That reimbursement for last time.
Oh my god. I had that. I just... I feel so bad.
For an old man.
Hypnos, really, that is the worst idea I think I've ever heard. Do you understand how much sense that makes?
I had that. It's just I made some stupid mistakes and it cost me entire Death Defies. It cost me so much health.
I'm just saying, maybe if you just, I don't know, had all the mortals die at the same time, it'd save you a bunch of trips and we'd have more time to spend together, huh?
That being said, Hypnos definitely lands the mood.
I don't know why I bother with you, honestly. Get back to work and let me do the same.
Oh.
Alright. Hey, doggo.
Each savage maw of Cerberus salivates in anticipation of the next time to feed.
See you, Cerebellum. I'm going to finish up. I like to do some of the last story stuff.
Thought you'd like that.
Cerberus is overjoyed to have received such a delicious treat.
Of course, we still pet the dog. Beautiful stuff. Good boy. Good boy.
Your Highness, over here. As you may know, lad, I have a connection to the weapons that you use, having once wielded one of them myself. Of course, not knowing its significance back then, but I digress. Sometimes it, well, it keeps in touch, and I have a vision from it to impart.
This is new.
What, do you mean a vision from Varatha, the Eternal Spear? That's out of the ordinary, and also a bit concerning. So what did you see?
Well, I saw a great, bearded warrior, bigger than me, pitch black hair, bearing an aspect of Varatha unlike any with which I'm familiar. Then he was gone, but what still lingered were these words. I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. I don't understand. What's that supposed to mean?
There's one more thing. This was not my first such vision. Long ago, I saw one of Varatha's other bearers. It was you. Your infernal arms. They must be weapons of the Fates' design. They know already who shall brandish them. Now they ask a favor. Seek Varatha. Speak the words. Go.
Alright, usually I wait till later to pick the spear, but I guess we're going to pick that before we leave here today.
I got you something, Orpheus. It's a new song. From someone who still cares for you.
My friend, you wrote a song for me. Oh, but this is not from you, it's from Eurydice. I don't know what to say.
Take all the time you need, mate.
Yeah.
A word. How is she, child? Queen Persephone, I mean. Has she been well up there in her abode? What is it like?
She's doing well, I think. It's nice to visit her. Her residence is beautiful, a little home nestled amid the cold. All of these plants in bloom, it's difficult even to describe. And very bright as well.
That sounds quite pleasant for someone who values brightness, I suppose. Well then, I trust your visits are worthwhile for the both of you.
They are.
Your kindness toward me is unnecessary, child. You know I have no expectation of such gifts from you or anyone.
I think of you always, Nyx. You raised me as your own, and I'm grateful for it.
Oh yeah, we have
This is
fish.
not here.
Oh, fish and knucklehead.
Seems fair enough.
Right.
What's on the old exchange?
So, 20 gemstones for 2 keys, and then spend the 2 keys to get 20 gemstones. Spend the 20 gemstones to get 2 keys. Brilliant, brilliant. Alright, well first let's see what you've got for me. Don't have enough diamonds for what I really want. So a lot of these are stylistic. Just do I want a nice start, like a treat-filled jar or something? Ooh, I could buy the weights. I could buy some weights for myself.
Here you go. They say that only Heracles himself can lift these things. I'll take them then.
I like making my room big and pretty because I spend a lot of time in that room. Well, not really, but it's like this is the room where I do a lot of setting up and ready myself.
A massive set of weights, positioned carefully in line of sight of any visitors, shall doubtless make them think the prince is stronger and in better shape than in reality.
Oh my gosh.
I get lots of exercise, okay?
Alright. So I'm gonna see what in the world this whole thing is.
Say, Skelly, how'd you get here anyway?
You know, just kind of zapped right in like Papa lets us do. Some of us sometimes. Why do you ask?
I meant, how did you get to the realm of the dead in the first place? Lord Hermes whisk you to the entryway? Thanatos scoop you up, Charon give you a lift? What?
Oh, well, that's a little personal, don't you think, boyo? I don't like to talk about it much. So, if I could have a little privacy...
Alright. So, here's what I do. Reveal.
Varatha, I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. A new aspect. Who's you?
Aspect of Guan Yu. Isn't that like part of the Huns or something like that? You have the Frostfair Blade, but your health are reduced by 70%. And the special of the Frostfair Blade, alternate moveset, heavy attack, explosive special, life-stealing spin attack. Okay. Well, I also have this, which is my next weapon, according to this. Alright.
Nice.
Well, we'll figure the rest of that out later.
Hey, room.
For now, we give it a rest. This is today. We'll figure out all that other stuff later. Everyone,